1.
Thanks, Obama.
Stream is live.
Night stream.
Yeah, the commune thing, effectively, I imagine you'd have been around at the same time as B coming along to it as well. Effectively, what was mentioned to everyone was we tried to commune with Cord and ask them 3 questions. After the first question, we realized we weren't speaking to Cord at all, and we were speaking to Strahd. The abbot fell unconscious during it, and we had 2 questions left to ask Strahd himself. What was the middle one? Oh, I think I asked him, would he be willing to genuinely destroy his own creation just to corral us to his castle? He said yes. And I said, does he actually want to die? And he said he has done once before, he doesn't want to repeat it again. And then Sage's and Brammyr's shadows came alive and started attacking each other harmlessly.
Yep.
Attacking each other harmlessly.
Non-lethal damage, it's fine.
So after the whole ordeal and they returned back to normal, to realizing that even if we hit them, they still don't behave, I grabbed a full plate of food, went upstairs to my room, realized nope, because of the changes that B had done to them, and headed to Sun's room to meditate to myself for a while.
Okay.
After the short rest, Sun came up. I've done it the other way around now. Sun came up to come collect me. They were a small while and then came back downstairs together.
Yep. And we will pick up with Sun and Brammyr coming down the stairs in the mansion together, and about half an hour is left on the mansion at this point.
So, plans. We should make them while we're in here and safe-ish.
True. What is the next plan anyway?
Need to get a gown? Apparently?
Pretty much. I mean, I think we can all agree that our new friend is not quite all there, but also is very useful, and we don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
I'm just worried of what he's gonna do with it. He's not here, isn't he? DM.
The abbot left after the commune.
So we're good. We're not talking about him right next to him.
That does bring the amusing mental image of the abbot just pokes his head around the corner like...
I can hear you, you know.
Yep.
He's mad. What can he possibly do with just a gown?
It could bring us back to life. Never know.
So I guess the plan is Vallaki and hope that said gown is still in the Burgomaster's house? Which was partially destroyed?
You saw last time you were in Vallaki that what Burgomaster's mansion?
Yeah.
What was it that was... It was B, wasn't it? That, this is me as player because Brownie has no idea. Was it B that remembered about the gown in Vallaki?
Yeah, it was her. I have a question for DM as well. In her inventory, she has costumes. Would one of them resemble a wedding dress?
No.
Okay.
Not as it is at the moment.
Okay. So tomorrow I could locate object. Tomorrow.
We haven't done anything yet today.
Yeah,
Oh, because
I
we
know.
haven't prepared it. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Magic is weird. I'm sorry. I don't. Says he
Yeah,
can
no
do everything
worries.
he can do any day.
Yeah, I can't. You have to think about it a bit. It takes time.
I just stab things.
Were we meaning to sell and buy some stuff as well before I die?
We do still have those furs.
Make
But
some money and
so-
hopefully resupply. It's been a while.
It has.
Do we know a place where we could resupply? Or sell anything?
We're in a city at the moment.
town.
Yeah, okay.
I suppose we should do that. I mean, we've seen the abbot. We should probably check out the blessing thing
I think that
by the lake.
was. I don't know. The pool seemed special when we arrived, but after what Strahd did, it looked like just water.
We could always take a look.
Again,
anyway.
I don't know anything about magic, so I could be wrong. Don't listen to me.
About that time, you would hear this.
What?
I was gonna say, about this time, you would hear a chorus start playing, and servants would line the stairs as Bryseis comes down.
I thought we were going to be saying all this in front of everyone.
Yo. Apparently not.
Thought we were.
And she, I guess, would see them as she. Where are y'all at?
Probably just in the foyer or the dining room or something like that.
Okay. She looks at him. Good morning. Have y'all started any shit yet today?
We are discussing our next move.
What?
You cut off at the end there, Miya.
We are discussing our next move.
Ah, good. Well, so we need something to do with a wedding dress. Yes, I've already looked through my costumes and I don't have any. So I guess it is to Vallaki because I'm sorry.
It's none of them are the wedding dress as they are at the moment. So, although potentially could be modified.
Would it take 4 days exactly and allow us all the rest we need?
Probably gonna take a little longer than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
To
saying.
do it without magic.
Yeah.
We have a couple of magic users.
Yeah.
Do we have
Yeah, I'll just-
anyone who's good at sewing and stuff? Or is there a seamstress in town, maybe?
Oh yeah, we could go look for a seamstress. That might be an idea. All right, Kitty, you're back in action again.
I can't sew. Like, except put a button back on or something like that.
I mean, I buy my costumes, and well, I do a little sewing for my dolls, but not a full wedding dress.
Do any of you have proficiency with sewing of any kind?
Does that exist?
I'm pretty sure it does.
It depends. Okay, hear me out on this one. You know, I can cook.
So Lady Gaga, wedding dress?
I think it would be weaver's tools.
I'm pretty good with a brewer's set.
I could stone shape a dress if we want a stone dress.
I'm just gonna go take one of mine into the seamstress. I don't need a meat
there-
dress or a chainmail dress or.
There is no seamstress in Kresk.
Damn it!
Would be too easy.
I have just checked. There is no seamstress in Kresk.
Is there an armor smith?
No. When has there ever been a smith of any kind in Barovia?
We could find one.
Hey,
We're
you know
outsiders,
who
we don't
can
know.
sew? The person who makes those dolls can sew.
Bensky! Ah, yeah. I can go see him. And, see if he has any stock he'd like to get rid of, because, his whole city's burning down.
And maybe he can help us turn one of your pretty costumes into a proper wedding dress? Or
Yeah.
if we can find the burgomaster's wife's dress in a salvageable form, salvage
Well,
it?
Yeah, if
There we go.
if
We have
go
options.
to Valaki, I can look for it.
Either way, it's looking like all things point to Valaki.
Oh, yay, cult people. They're so drab.
Not everyone has your sense of style.
This is very true. Oh, son, I love you more and more every day. Come on, I'll get you whatever you want to eat. No vegan for you today.
Well, I've already had my breakfast, but thank you.
But you didn't have dessert. Breakfast. You need dessert with every meal.
For tomorrow when she's revoked it.
She pops Zesi on the back of the head. Morning too, brat.
Yeah, the only
How-
thing that
how
the
long
only thing
on the
in
mention?
Krez, 15 minutes. The only thing in Krez that's new compared to the other places is there's a jewelers.
Nah, no, that won't work. Yep, they're going to Valaki.
I know someone that wants to visit a jewelers.
Oh yeah, I do. But that would potentially make me seem, greedy if I want to get money instead of, going to solve the problem of
I mean,
resurrecting.
money is useful, so
Truth.
I'd also like to point out we have a few members that are weak. We can take time for once. That was our mistake last time. We didn't take time to rest.
I mean, we could also go wandering the town, getting money for jewelry, and then randomly stopping people asking if they know how to sew, and then giving them money.
We could have honestly spend the day, as much as I hate the idea of it, but spend the day today just resting, doing these type of things. Shopping,
Yeah.
we have things to sell, we could find things to buy. You can try and find some information.
Bryseis has taken off while he was talking to go get something. She just rushes upstairs.
I'll still continue talking. And to try and find some information about nearby areas or things that we might not know yet. Especially with the werewolf den so nearby.
about that, what did the powers say exactly about us getting either the sword or the holy symbol?
The amulet.
Yeah, the amulet.
We've got not many dawns. That's how they said it. We have a few more dawns and then he's going to start ripping things apart.
Great.
Is that how Brahm is choosing to relay the information you were given?
That's how he remembers it. That's how he knows it. It's what he focused on.
Okay.
So, do we want to wait until we go see your werewolf friends around here?
I'd rather be at full strength before challenging Kirill.
We do need to go take care of the druids and get the last vestige.
It's over at Perez, isn't it?
Yep.
Madame Eva said that Perez should be a stop after we've taken out the werewolves and Yester Hill druids.
So,
The mistress
Velaki,
is a strong side.
Velaki, Yesterhill, werewolves, Perez?
Dwarves?
Can work. Although
Oh.
there's
And reminder, Amber Temple, the blade.
Yeah. The Ember Temple is on the way to Perez or
No.
further from Perez?
Could we have
No.
some?
Could we
I
have
will
the...
switch you over to the
Yeah,
Barovia
thank
map.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now it just needs to properly load.
The Amber Temple is all the way down here.
Oh! I never realized that.
Can you ping it again? I was.
I will give a DM
over there.
ping in just a second. DM ping, the Amber Temple.
Hey, text.
Okay.
I'll make it bigger and in a color that can be seen, sort of.
Is that snow?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
the to-do list really needs updating.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not good at that. So, Velaki, then come back with the dress,
Yeah. Then werewolves.
then werewolves, or yeah, werewolves, Yesterhill, Ember Temple,
Amber Temple.
Perez, get some friends here. That's where the Revenant thingies are, right?
Yes, Argenvostolt is there.
Argenvost Hall.
Argenvostolt. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
that thing. Yeah, no, we have it somewhere and I know it's the proper writing. Feel free to label it on the map, though.
Yeah, I don't have a convenient label for that because for me, Argenvostolt is labeled Q.
No, I mean like using the text thing.
Yeah, the players can do that.
Oh, that's a
And then
terrible
from
colour.
here to the castle.
In my DM notes about the module, I've got you going to Perez before you go to Selenka Pass and the Amber Temple, but you do you.
I mean, depends. If we go through the woods,
Yeah.
we can go down there. But obviously, if we go back on the road, then that makes more sense-ish. Then we
Wait, do you think, is it possible? Yeah, is that possible? To go down the river?
You haven't seen the Luna that far towards Mount Gacchus?
We can take a look once if we hit the rest.
Esmeralda, when you're talking about the Amber Temple, does speak up and tell you. From everything I hear, the temple itself is bitingly cold, and it's not a short trip away from Kresk. I would advise doing what you can in the valley before heading up the mountain.
Alright, so Vallaki, back to Kresk, werewolves, Yesterheal, or Yesterheal, werewolves, whichever. Then
I'm
back
wondering if we're
up.
trying to kill some time to let our party recover.
Yeah,
If
we should.
What about on the way back from Vallaki, stopping at Argynvost Holt? Sort that out, and then head back to Kresk. We have just to point out, we have a month, up to a month,
True.
to sort out, get this dress back. We're effectively using this as a small thing to let us recover for a bit.
So,
Just a
Vallaki.
pain. Just a pain that we're waiting so long to get to Berez because the vestiges.
Yeah.
If we go back to Vallaki, don't we risk meeting werewolves on the way?
Yeah, basically any of this area here,
Yeah.
we can end up meeting.
Then we
Werewolves.
just need to be careful about it.
Remember that you've also in the past met werewolves as far over as here.
But of the main pack, basically,
Yeah.
I've seen Kirill. Kirill's the main one. Werewolves we can handle is Kirill.
We-
I mean, usually you don't want to deal with Kirill until you're back at full strength, so why not get away from where he is?
It's
Yeah.
a case of moving. Moving here a lot of times increases our likelihood to accidentally meet
Yeah.
him.
It depends what he's
That's why
doing,
not.
but yeah.
So, Vallaki, down here, back to Kresk, and dealing with the werewolves in the meantime. We will need to bring that dress, so
Also, as this conversation is going on, Brammyr, you've noticed Sun has stolen more than one stip of your giant beer stein.
There was barely any left in it. It's
But
probably
she's stolen all of the rest of it.
I mean, given that he's holding it, it's probably not very discreet.
I've just been too focused on our mission. Anyway,
Bryce.
Zesi? Oh, go on. I was just...
Bryseis comes down. Again, the choir singing, and she is decked out in a dress with full bling going on. She is like, you could tell it's like one of her best dresses. She has multiple looking bags. They're not bags of holding or anything. They're just multiple bags. And she is just coming down, just the biggest smile on her face. She's like, shopping day. Are we ready?
We're not going shopping anymore.
No, we are. Don't listen to him.
She glares at Zesi and like her eyes flicker with fire. Don't test me or I will add stuff to your room.
Ray, just as a note, you're kind of maxing out your mic.
Yeah, I've been lowering her level.
Yeah.
A lot.
I currently have you at 6%.
Alright, I put it away from my mouth.
Thank you. Now we get to turn you back up.
Yeah, it's a good point. We should maybe discuss more after we see the situation today. We might
And as you're saying this, the walls of the mansion are starting to go grey around you.
Yeah, let's go, people. What happens if we stay in the mansion?
We just
Oh, as a-
reappear. We just reappear.
It kicks you out and you fall prone.
As I'm hopping out, I'm just gonna say I don't want to test it.
If you stay inside, you get kicked out and fall flat on your face.
It's a shame there's not a door, so I can't jump out and then hold the door closed.
I mean, the portal itself is kind of a front door, but yeah, it's a portal on the outside.
Yeah.
Bryseis steps out and still glaring at Zesi.
So So shops first, and then information gathering, and I kind of wanted to check out the pool again.
Alright.
Anything else?
While you shop,
I think we are at the pool. I think we made the mention at the pool.
Did we?
It's right outside, like, I'm sorry, I'm being slobbered on. It's right outside of the, we would step, like, back from the pool where, like, the abandoned, where the shredded up or messed up shed would have been, so it's around in that area. So when you step outside, you should be face to face with the pool.
Oh, fair enough.
I kind of do want to know because I don't see it in the standard NPCs list.
Actually,
You accidentally imported?
I fancy catching
Maybe.
up with you guys. If I check out this place while you go shopping.
Yeah, I'm not one for shopping. Maybe I'll just stay on a bench and read a bit. If you don't need me.
We can effectively Can we just call this day downtime day?
Yeah, sure. God fucking damn it, that means I'm going to have to come up with more of the book. I should not have given that back to you.
If everyone's cool, that is.
I'm very grateful if it helps.
If everyone's cool with this being a downtime day.
Yeah. Just, be careful.
Easy. Bryseis, Zesi?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's some bits I need to get anyway.
Okay.
Bryseis is already heading off, like, to find the jewelers first.
Right. When people are starting to like head off in their different directions, I want to grab Zesi just before. Away from the others.
But jewelers.
I will keep you
I've been waiting since the death house for a jewelers. I'm not even joking. I've literally been waiting since the death house to find a jewelers.
And I know this. And I'm going to use this specific opportune moment to have... No.
I was waiting for like a persuasion spell or something.
I mean, by all means, if you don't want to talk, you can fuck off.
I suggest that you don't talk to me right now.
You actually can't
find
that.
No, I do not.
Do you have a moment?
Yes.
I won't keep you long. I want to apologize for anything that I've been since I came back the first time. And I never did get round to thanking you for... The others told me that you spent a lot to get me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thanked you for that.
It's fine.
I take it I can see you're probably wanting to go and be in a rush.
Deadpan look. Not something I want to talk about.
That's all. I just wanted to say I'm sorry and thank you for a long time waiting.
It's fine. Good to have you back. Just don't die again.
I sort of reach out my arm, or reach up my arm, should I say? Because height difference. Just for like the Beastmaster arm shake kind of thing.
I take your hand in like a gentlemanly handshake and shake your hand instead.
Alright. I might see you around town, if not before. I'm going to check out this pool.
Okay. Let me know what you find.
Will do.
I'm going to do Brammyr first. For those of you who are purchasing,
Yeah, I'm gonna be sticking
that now.
I'm gonna be sticking with Ray.
Okay. For those of you who are selling, be warned that there is not much currency in Kresk. So there's a limit on how much you're going to be able to sell. Because you kind of killed the only merchants. Anyway, so Brammyr, you're heading on over to the pool of St. Markovia.
Mm-hmm.
With Cloudy close at your heels.
I get stuck with you, do I?
He just barks.
I sort of deadpan, give him a rub of the top of the head.
He sort of presses his hand against your fingers. Seems like he appreciates the attention.
Turbax Lake. Is there anything off about the lake, or does it just seem like a lake?
Can you make me an Arcana check, please?
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
Hey.
You are so sure that it's a lake that you don't even bother to test the water. To you, this is just a lake.
I imagine I would end up like. Is there like a little small rock?
I mean, there's the plinth which the statue of Saint Markovia is built on.
Because I'm gonna skip that across the lake.
Oh, you're looking for just like a small pebble?
Yeah, small pebble.
Yeah, easy to find.
Oh, just skip across.
Can you make me a dexterity check, please?
Oh, fuck. Oh, not my day.
The rock sinks straight into the water.
You asshole!
Don't even get one bounce.
Oh, dexterity step of that. Okay, I thought it was like a case of it's like been spat back out.
No. No, you try and skip the rock and it just goes sploosh into the water.
Fair.
It was a dexterity check, not save, but yeah.
I mean, it's the same anyway. I'm not proficient in saves.
Fair.
It wasn't the lake specifically, was it, that we were told about to check out and maybe ask for its blessing or pray at, was it? It was something else. The plinth? Was that a statue? Plinth? Something like that? I'm trying to remember now. What was it that the Burgomaster told us to check out by the lake?
The shrine. In the biggest possible air quotes, considering the shack was destroyed.
I'm gonna go and head over at the shrine or what's left of it.
Well, the statue still stands.
Is it Saint Markovia, wasn't it?
Yes. Who you were told stood once against Strahd, rallied a grand army of peasants who were all destroyed upon once they entered Castle Ravenloft.
These weren't what has become of the Revenants, is it?
Make me a history check.
It's fine, get
I mean, you were told that the Revenants are part of the Order of the Silver Dragon. So unless Saint Markovia was a secret member, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gone from -1 to 0 to 4.
Yep. I guess I'll spend most of my day sort of do some meditation, hoping for, I don't know, there is any sort of blessing that this thing can give me, and I might do some more investigating around the lake. Actually, like, putting my fingers in, seeing what it's like. See if it's, like, clear, use it as a mirror every now and then, I don't know. Start investigating everything, to make as many rolls as possible, and eventually all the bad rolls will go away.
Okay, so you're going to be spending the day praying and investigating. So we'll hop on over to, I guess, Bryseis and Sun.
Sun is probably just following Bryseis at this point.
Alright, Bryseis would have stopped some local person asking them where the jeweler was.
Let me switch you back onto the Craig map, because otherwise this is going to annoy me.
I think Zesi's caught up with you guys as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, it says you want to go to the jeweler as well. The jewelers, I'm going to say, is that one.
Well-
it is now.
Yep. Because technically speaking, what's a jeweler's?
Well, it's a place and shop where usually people sell jewels.
That
and
was
gems.
rhetorical.
It's too easy.
All right, Bryseis is gonna go into the store, and making sure she looks her best, and because she's probably gonna do some wheeling and dealing. She looks over at Sun and says, "Leave this to me. We're gonna get the best price we can for this stuff."
Oh Lord.
Go ahead.
Yeah, where's my handout? Okay. So you're heading inside.
Yes.
Inside the store, it's lit only really by the natural light. You do see a couple of not terrible looking necklaces and rings on display with prices that aren't wholly unreasonable. And behind the counter, currently actually polishing what appears to be a bracelet of some kind, is a Barovian woman wearing a red scarf around her neck, mostly drab like the rest of the ones you've seen. It's up at you and says, customer. I don't think I've seen one of your kind before. How can I help you?
Hi there. Okay, so we are actually here to sell you some things if you would like to look and see what we have.
I'm not much in the business of purchase, only really repair. And what little I'm able to create with the few raw materials that we used to get from the Vistani.
Well, with these things, you could actually have more supply in your shop. And who knows, maybe you could do a traveling business with it. I have a lot of nice things.
We Kresians don't leave the safety of the walls. Traveling stock is useless to me.
Well, no, I mean travel within the city. Go out, peddle your wares.
The city is 600 feet across.
You never heard of an ice cream cart before? Hey, I know these people back over in Barovia who had a pie business that did smashing, and they just went around and, sold their pies.
Kill kids.
Elbow son.
Like, this is the kind of place where everyone knows everyone.
Well, that's fun. You just have to get your salesmanship going. Be out there more. Be in their face. Tell them they need this. And she kind of takes her bag out and shows her the 10 things of nice jewelry that she has.
How much are each of those?
250 each. 250 each.
I can't fucking afford that. They're finer than anything I think I could offer a fair price for. You'd need the Vistani to sell things like that.
The Vistani are around. What can you offer for them?
She sort of ducks behind the counter. You can hear her rummaging. There's not many clinks of coinage. For the whole lot, I could offer you 25. Less than a tenth of the value. These guys don't have much money.
Is there anything that you could barter it for?
You can see all the wares that I have, and obviously I can't give up the shop itself, and nobody would even buy things that fine here. I think you misunderstand how business is. It's not anything of that finery or value. That all passes through the Vistani to the Vistani from the Vistani.
Well, do you know anyone in the village who would like to acquire some good quality furs that we happen to have?
You're going to want the general store under Bogan Roski. He might be able to purchase at least the furs that you have, the things that are worth more than probably the entire village.
Sorry,
Anybody in the
bees.
village have any type of money?
No one in the village will be able to buy that kind of stock. You need the Vistani for that.
So, do you know if, like, the Vistani travel as one group, or you think there might be multiple groups of them?
It's generally Luvash and Aragorn's group that we haven't seen them in a while. They were due to come through a few days ago, but they never came.
But no one came.
Yep.
Ah, right.
Could try and get all the way to the circle. There were more Vistani there.
True.
If we want to go that far.
You said you do repair, right?
That I can do.
She takes out the broken pocket watch that she got from the mysterious traveler dude. Can you fix this?
Fuck, where's my Gothic trinkets table? Yeah, pocket watch itself, you kind of probably need a clockmaker. Let me just take a look at the Gothic trinkets table. Like, this is very much giving me the impression of like an American tourist going into some back-end store in Lancaster and trying to sell some Revolution valuables. Like, that's how far apart these things are. I could give a try at the case, though the clockwork itself, I don't know of anyone in the valley who could fix that.
Fair enough. How much do you want to fix at least that part of it?
For the case itself, may I take a look at it?
She hands it to her.
So takes it, looks it over. Just look at how bad it is. 3 pieces of electrum.
How many electrum in a gold?
2.
Oh.
5 silver make 1 electrum, 2 electrum make a gold. Except silver doesn't exist, so you basically just skip from copper to electrum. So it's basically 1 gold, 5 silver is what she's asking.
Bryseis just hands her 2 gold.
She takes.
Keep the change.
Thank you. I'll get to work on this straight away. And she takes out what looks like some polishing equipment and other esoteric jewelers stuff. I don't know jewelers, sorry.
Alright, well, she, yeah, I appreciate your help with it. Don't worry, I'm sure I could find somebody who would want some nice jewelry.
I wonder if it's complicated to learn how to make jewelry.
They're going to have downtime eventually.
Oh, some might change ideas by that point, but...
So
One last question.
Yep.
Do you have any magical jewelry?
No. She just kind of gives you that deadpan look of, the fuck are you on?
Hey, it doesn't hurt to ask. You never know what could be hiding behind somebody's counter.
Yeah, Glom could be back there. Wouldn't expect that.
I would not.
You think that anything magical I might have in the store wouldn't have already been confiscated hundreds of years ago? No. No.
Not unless you have magic to hide it.
Once again, gives you that deadpan look of, did you actually just say that?
Alright, I'll stop back in
non-humans
later.
are weird.
Yes, that's what makes us better. So I'll stop back in later?
I'll at least be able to give you an update on how it's looking. Shouldn't take longer than today, but I might have to find out.
Has Zesi not caught up to them by now?
Oh, Zesi's probably just poked his head in the door and is just kind of waiting outside, like, nope, not getting involved.
Did roll an intelligence check to see if I took the wrong fork in the path.
If you found the right place, I'm just assuming you didn't go inside.
Yeah, I don't get involved with bee stuff. I'd either die of embarrassment, get fed up, get bored, or just pissed off.
Alright, well that's all she can do.
All that, just to get something fixed.
Okay. So where is Sun and B heading off to?
Probably in the vague direction of the general store, wherever that is. Maybe that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll swap
And
over to
as
Zed.
we get out, would tell B, maybe once we get out of this dreary place, you can sell your jewelry.
Yeah. In the meantime, it's really pretty. You want to wear one?
Ooh, what do you have?
You say you've just come out when they've said this.
Yeah.
If you give the jewellery out and they die, you'll never get it back. As I walk in the shop.
Bryseis thinks for a second. Not true, because they always end up in my bag of holding.
Has a point!
She has two if they called her horns.
DM, am I allowed to just make up 10 random nice pieces of jewelry?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna dig through her bag. She's gonna find one that is a beautiful yellow color. Look, son, it looks like the sun. And she hands it to her.
Ooh. Is it
Is
like...
it a brooch?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like a brooch.
Oh,
Seems to be the symbol of Lathander that you've seen before.
I'm gonna use it to hold my fur coat closed. Like, it's so pretty. Thank you.
You're
Promise
welcome.
once we find a place where to sell them, it's yours.
I mean, Sun could always buy it off.
Don't tempt it.
Sun kind of used all of her money to pay for a certain Brammyr to be rezzed the first time around.
True.
Although I do currently have like 140 electrum and 57 gold, apparently.
That brings to a little over 100 gold.
Yeah, it's not enough to buy it off her. We do have
Sure.
like 6,000. We do have like we have electrum in the bag of holding. That's party
Yeah.
funds.
Nope, she lets her have it for now, though.
Manon, how many hours are you up to on the book, by the way?
I was at 44.
Okay, so another 6 hours and I'll send you the message that I've currently got prior.
And how many can I... We'll see at the end of the shopping
Yeah.
of how many I can get. Thank you.
Wish you can do Zesi's thing.
Yep, Zesi.
That's me. Hello. As I walk into the jewelers, do they have any display cabinets with anything in?
They've got. She has, couple of necklaces, 2 or 3 rings. Not the finest quality, but they're at least some jewellery.
What's the cheapest one they've got? A ring.
One electrum.
Jeez, that is cheap.
These guys, these are the kind of people that they may see like a gold piece once every few weeks, and if they're lucky, a platinum piece in the hands of the Burgomaster once in their life.
I would like to purchase the gold ring.
Yeah, she actually brings one up from behind the counter and just says, "That'll be 1 electrum."
I'm back.
And do you do inscriptions?
I certainly can. I'm working on, I assume, something for a relative of yours, but I should be able to do some inscriptions at the same time.
What's the price to do 6 inscriptions on 6 different rings?
You're buying that ring. Call it a total of 2 gold, including the ring that you're buying. If you have the other rings for me to engrave,
I'll pull out the 5 gold rings.
then a total of 2 gold, including the ring that you're buying.
If you could put Zesi on all 6, that'd be great.
Is that the only inscription, or do you want anything else?
Nope, just that.
I should be able to do.
And how long is this gonna take?
End of the day, maybe tomorrow if work goes slowly on your sister's commission.
They call me conceited.
I'll be back at the end of the day. 2 gold, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, that now puts me at 2,280.
Wow.
Damn.
I have 10 gold to my name.
I mean, maybe I got 100, but
Well, I didn't come with any money, and we didn't fight anything.
I'll be back at the end of the day.
I'll see you then. I went to all the trouble of figuring out a name for her. You assholes.
I will be sure to ask at the next place we go for a name.
that makes it even worse.
You assholes. The one time I'm prepared with a name. The one time I
It's
generate
just
a
a
random NPC and come
shopkeeper.
up with a name. And the other time you would have gone in there and go, "Hey, what's your name?" The one time I come up with one.
Alright. I'll just
hate you
poke my
guys.
head back in the jewelers and be like, "Oh, sorry, what was your name again?"
Alana.
Sorry, I'm
Rosie.
really bad with names. I'll probably forget that when I come back.
I hate you. Okay, I'm now rewriting today's encounter to have both vampires.
No.
It's fine, just have them have like a bloodlust for tieflings.
That was a joke, dear cat. But no,
I'm gonna hurry up and catch up to the other 2.
yeah, you hurry along and catch up to Sun and Bryseis. Probably right about as Sun's getting done admiring her new brooch. What has Glom been doing during all of this?
Sleeping in the sunshine? I don't know, where the hell am I?
It's Barovia, there is no sunshine.
It's always overcast.
Perfect. Somehow sleeping in the sunshine.
There's these 3 that have gone on a shopping trip. Sage has found a bench somewhere and is just reading her book the entire day. I will be investigating this, like the pool here and the shrine, the entire day. So if there's anything else in Kresk that you want to do or chill out with one of us,
Was there a weaponsmith or any such thing anywhere?
No.
Currently,
Well then, I'm gonna walk around the town aimlessly.
What is Esmeralda doing?
Esmeralda's actually she's heading up to the abbey to pay her respects up there. So she's coming to say hi to the abbot.
Fair.
She says she says either come up if you decide to head out early, or she'll be back about noon. It being 11 o'clock in the morning. It's been a couple hours already.
So we head to the general store.
Yep. You head over to the general store.
Poke my head in. Hello?
And lit only really by the ambient light of the day. Seems like there are candles for late night, but they're not lit at the moment. And a fairly gruff-looking man, this one completely drab, is behind the counter. On display, there are a few things like wolf pelts and a couple of. You looking at them, they might have been fairly hasty repaired arrows. That kind of thing. It's not the finest wares, but there is at least some stuff on sale.
Cool.
From several streets away. What's your name?
So, do we see any potions or anything that they're selling?
No.
I mean, I could be a dick and try to sell them a potion of poison as if it was a potion of healing, but I am not a dick.
Again, the general store sells items from the adventuring gear table worth 25 GP or less for 10 times the price.
Yup. But hey,
AKA, he never gets any fucking trade.
I like to barter. Just check something. Can't find. There. Okay. Does it look like he has any fur coats like the one I'm wearing?
He has furs and what seems like he might be able to repair fur coats. There's a chance that he will know how to make them.
Because as far as I remember, only Bryseis and I bought fur coats. Right? In Vallaki? Or even
yes.
before
I got
that
one
in
too.
Wait, no,
Barovia.
Yes, Zesi has one too.
Okay.
So how many we? And don't forget, you need a puppy coat. Haha. Please do a puppy coat, and then Bryseis is gonna like sneak back in and say, "Here's 5 extra gold. Turn it into the most frilliest thing you've ever seen in your life."
Shit, I forgot I was talking as Cloudy.
Why were you talking as Cloudy?
In response to the whole tells Cloudy to go and stick with Brammyr.
Oh, right.
Cloudy's been whispering Strahd, don't trust him.
The only one that can talk to Cloudy is Sun.
Yep.
You hope.
I was wondering, because we might end up going to somewhere cold, since we have these nice furs. If
Do you remember how much the outfits were in the village of Barovia?
No.
They were 1 copper each.
No, they weren't.
The total value of the furs that we have is 20 gold.
The furs was 20 total, sorry.
Yeah, we have 10 furs. Total value of 20 gold, according to my bag of holding.
Yep, that's it.
And I wonder if we could have. So we need a cloak for Glom, a cloak for Brammyr, a cloak for Sage, and a cloak for Esmeralda.
Are you asking him or asking the DM? He could probably make them out of the furs you're bringing.
Yes, my question would be, would it be possible for you to make coats out of 4 of the furs? And have the other furs as your payment for it?
I'm gonna have to say to you, only 2 furs per coat. You've already bought a few in the past. I can see you know how much fur they take to produce.
Yeah, I'm like I've said, I'm not very good at making clothes, so I'll take your word for it.
But yes, I can certainly accept the rest of the furs as
Payment for the
down
work.
payment. Yes,
Down payment.
no payment for the work.
All right, that sounds good to me. I also happen to have this extra set of they're tools to help you work with tiny things. I have a second set of thieves' tools for some reason.
How much are thieves' tools?
25 gold.
Ooh. I can offer you 50. No, because he sells them at 10 times the price, so yeah, 50.
Hey, that sounds good to me. I mean,
Because to him, that's worth 250, so
Yep.
he's completely. That works.
that works. Hey, I actually have some gold now.
He brings up. He's actually more wealthy than most of probably the rest of us combined. He brings up a couple pieces of platinum and then 30 gold.
Okay.
Hey, are you interested in some jewelry? You know, you can bling out your next coat.
How much are we talking?
I have 10 pieces. And she shows, well, 9 pieces. I have 9 pieces. You're welcome to take or leave any of them. And she shows him the 9 pieces she still has.
Where on your character sheet are you seeing the 9 pieces of jewelry? Or is that?
I think she keeps her inventory on something else.
Nope, it's on core. And if you look at items, that you scroll down, it says 10 nice jewelry 250.
I'm so used to people keeping them by it. Okay, 250 each. I can buy one for. And it's gonna push it, considering we haven't seen the Vistar in a while, but I can buy one for 150.
Sure, I'll let one go for that. And she picks the one that she doesn't like the most and hands it to him.
He actually really has to sort through the currency that he has, but eventually manages to pay you 150. Seems like he's not left with that much in the tank.
Thank you. And by the way, she takes out the black cloak that she had gotten from the creepy people, and she hands it to him. Can you turn this into a dog coat?
This plus the furs. Why would a dog need a coat?
Because if we go somewhere, yeah, but if we go somewhere really cold, they might need it. Plus, it would look adorable, and the thing's kind of a little needs a little help.
Hey, Cloudy is adorable. In a big and scary wolf way.
Exactly. Plus, you're his mom. Doesn't count.
Was it furs have already been given? Maybe to actually fit it, I'd need to see the dog in question. I could come up with something
Not a dog.
ish. She's described it as a dog.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's a
That,
dog.
that it's just Sun going, not a dog.
That's fine. I'm sure we could get him to come back here in a little bit. But yeah, in the meantime, do you need the cloak to help? And she tries to hand him a cloak.
To convert it, I'd need a couple of gold for the labor as well.
No problem. So 3 gold.
That works.
All right. She hands him the cloak and 3 gold.
Then she takes it, starts measuring the furs for both humanoids, and apparently he's working on a coat for a wolf as well.
The coats, one of them is for dwarf, the other one is for a half-orc. So bear that in mind. And there's one for human, 2 for humans, size-wise. If it helps.
So 2 your size, 1
A bit smaller, 1 a bit bigger.
comparative to you. How much bigger and smaller are we talking?
Well, actually, Sun is pretty tall, if I remember correctly. Hey, how tall is Glom?
Well, how tall is Bram the Bogeyman? Bram is 4'11".
Oh,
Glom is 6'4".
apparently I don't have a height, or an age, or a weight, or anything like that. Whoops.
You're just a creature of pure consciousness. Nah. How tall would Sun be? Bram is 4'11", Glom is 6'4".
Let me check what Volo says.
I've just realised if we're speaking modern day senses, Brammyr is not actually a dwarf by his height. You have to be 4'10" or shorter to be classified as having dwarfism, according to Little People of America.
Yeah, but he's a dwarf by his race.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean Joy is actually dwarf?
Tabaxi
Yeah.
are taller on average than humans and relatively slender. Thanks, that really helps, Volos.
So
That
probably
really helps.
similar height to Glom.
Yeah, probably.
So 3 about your size, 1 about a foot shorter. That should be doable. Plus the
Perfect.
dog. Come back at the end of the day, and I might be able to have a couple of the humanoid ones done.
Okay. And she kind of leans in and she whispers as lightly as she can because she knows damn cat can hear everything. Make it as frilly as possible.
Stun, make me a perception check.
Oh, I was way ahead of you. That's how much? I think I have a +6 on perception. That's a 15.
Bryseis, roll me sleight of hand.
Wouldn't it be stealth?
No, I'm going to use sleight of hand for this one.
No.
I believe they're both the same.
You just hear it. Like
Sun
the
rolls her eyes.
at the edges of your ears, you hear it.
Sun rolls her eyes and from behind B kind of mouths. No, don't. No, don't.
Okay. Totally didn't just give him a perception check to see whether he noticed you.
Is there a butcher in the town?
Oh,
No.
Is there anyone who sells food in the town?
No, they
I would hope so.
purely off sadness.
Like, so the town's starving. Someone sells food, right?
Now I have to think. So probably general store sells like rations, and mostly the people grow their own food.
Oh, cock.
We're talking very poor, medieval, oppressed by evil dick vampire. They
Also
pretty much
known
grow
as-
their own food in the backyards.
Also known as medieval Britain.
Yep.
Or 1930s Germany.
Well, I'm not getting into this on stream. Suffice to say, the citizens of Germany lived well at that time. The problem was that not everybody was a citizen.
That's on recording, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it up. Moving on.
If my channel gets struck by Twitch, then I'm blaming you, Ray.
Everyone was on vacation!
And the music is really intense for the moment.
I hate you all.
Alright, so we're gonna, I suppose, ask around if there's anyone who's good at making clothes more
No.
more than just like making a cloak out of furs.
No.
We can
No
ask around. We're
one
gonna
in
spend out the
Crest.
rest of the day asking around, okay? Just because the answer
No.
is no doesn't mean we're gonna stop asking.
No one in Krez is capable of making or modifying a dress.
Do they have
Except
any
we've got a knock on every house.
What
What's
did
that,
you
Ray?
say, Ray?
They have any bakeries?
No.
What does this place have?
Baker-
Like, does it have? Like, it
The
has
general
this, like,
store and the jewelers.
Bakeries require joy.
A bunch of shit houses full of starving people who can't buy food anywhere. Yeah, damn.
What?
Yep.
If nobody can
make
sew,
your
why
own.
don't they make their own clothes too? And somebody's got to know how to sew because general
Have you
stores gotta-
seen
Have you
the
seen-
shit that the Barovians are wearing? I mean, you
Someone
haven't
to get on
literally,
their
but it's
body.
crap.
They have to get on their bodies somehow, so somebody's got to figure out how to
So-
sew it.
It's the difference between rudimentary cloth, sort of stitched together, that gets repaired really regularly and has a lot of patches, and repairing or making a fucking wedding dress to the point of not getting killed by the abbot.
Hence why
Those are the-
Sun said that she can like put a button back on her outfit but not make a dress.
Krez, bunch of naked people running around with no food.
That's all of the places in Barovia. Have you not been listening to my description? Have you not been listening to the DM?
I haven't.
Has anyone got the spell mending? Because you can make a killing in this town.
Oh, that is
I
one of the
mean-
really funny things about cantrips, because for most commoners, even just a cantrip is, holy shit, what the fuck is that? And then you just drop a meteor swarm on the rest of the town and they go, oh.
I can actually learn it, but I don't have it currently.
We are gods!
Right?
Yeah, seriously, mending, if a commoner had mending, fucking hell, you would make a killing.
That's my next campaign idea, okay? I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna mend everything. I'm just gonna make level one wizard.
But unfortunately, none of
Level
you had
one-
mending, so that money-making scheme is
Le-
out of the window.
Level 1
Until
wizard
a level-
with a proficiency in thing to make potions, alchemist tools, and you just spend your whole time making potions and selling them to adventurers.
I mean, it's a great idea, but nobody has any money in the town, so you would just be waiting for adventurers.
You'd be
No,
the
I mean in
richest
another
guy
setting.
around. You'd be the richest guy in town. and
So
not
you say
able
you're
to-
spending the rest of the day asking around, which is probably 8 hours or so added onto the book as well, Sage.
Yay!
Earlier than that in the day, Glom wants to go outside of the gates and then come back because he's going in the woods and go hunting because he needs meat.
What are you hunting for?
I don't know. Things that are alive that can be eaten.
Not werewolves.
You can eat a werewolf.
Please let him find a werewolf. We just hear him screaming and fleeing back into the town.
I understand, Dice. I understand.
He just comes back dragging Strahd and says, "Vampire meat's on the menu today, boys."
Okay,
Hey guys, I found Steve in the woods!
You say they grow their own foods in the backyards, yeah?
yes.
Sun's probably gonna look around and look at all the things growing and trying to guess what is what, with no idea of what is
Steal
what.
their food.
Bryseis is kind of laughing. Son, there's no catnip in there, okay? You have a problem. We need to address this, but it's okay. There's no catnip back there.
Hey, you know what, Glom? You know what? Yeah, you can go out of the gates and go looking for wolves.
Well, he's looking for anything, really.
Well, yeah, it's going to be wolves around here.
Living things to eat. Tasty puppies.
Oh, this would be... This works. So yeah, Glom, I am going to pull you over onto my random encounter page.
Can you pull us all over so that we can admire that? Thank you. We have no vision.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. We do.
Please ignore the rest of the encounter that I had set up. You see nothing.
I see everything.
I have no sight. I see everything. I see the whole map.
Anyway, so, go on. Yeah, outside of the walls of the village, you find what appears to be a wolf.
Perfect.
What I don't see is Glom or the wolf.
They're out of your vision at the moment. Feel free to move yourselves.
Yeah,
they're in
looking
the
for
bottom
them.
right corner.
Bottom right?
I can see them
I
from
lost
here.
myself.
I don't need to move.
I got stuck by dynamic lighting, I think. Yep.
Yeah, I can. There you go. So,
Ignore us, we're not here.
Glom, can you roll initiative for me, please? I need to murderize the Tandracker on my end because there are no Donovich or Vampire spawn here. Cool.
Yet.
And Glom... Yeah, Glom with a 13. So Glom, what do you do?
Are you recklessing it?
Oh yeah, reckless raid, everything. Just toss it all on there.
Breaks weapon on the strike.
Okay. Both of those hit. This is the maul, right? Okay.
That doesn't have your rage damage on there. Does it?
And it's dead. Let's pop back to the other map.
Unfortunately, no, it's not. And you charge in and you batter this supposed wolf round the head. And then the wolf is just gonna...
It's a silvered mole, right? It's Brammyr's mole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I paid attention.
Okay.
That's a +4, by the way, to that, because he didn't add his rage bonus.
Already dealt with.
Cool.
And yeah, the wolf is going to transform into its hybrid form. You done good.
Perfect. More meat.
This thing is now a werewolf. Just saying. And it's going to attack you twice. With advantage. Because you attacked it recklessly. So the claw attack is going to hit.
So are we losing Glom? None of us know where
It's a
he's gone.
single werewolf.
It's
It's a single werewolf.
He's not gonna lose, he's just gonna possibly contract lycanthropy, and none of us are gonna know.
Yeah, I've got something against it, but if I know.
Okay, so that is 8 plus 2... 10 slashing damage from the claw, reduced to 5 as you're raging. And the bite attack is also going to hit you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Well, at least he can do those, right?
Yeah, he can do those.
Yeah, you can do those. For a grand total of 4 4 piercing damage. And you don't even feel, because you're already raging and angry, the heightened rage for just a moment as the werewolf curse tries to take over. Your turn. And it's just gonna... Reckless, I'm assuming?
Not reckless this time, just raging.
Okay. First one misses, second one hits. Just growls in your face. Leave me alone. Okay.
You need to free meat.
This thing is humanoid now. Just saying.
Humanoids have meat.
Humanoids have meat. You eat meat. I'm not gonna eat him.
Does it breathe?
So you know the pig had just sent when he asked for the badger.
Brammyr's eaten werewolf before, Brammyr's eaten person before.
Mm.
The werewolf is going to use its action to disengage. And it's also going to bonus action transform back into herself.
Oh! But Glom has never met her.
None of us have ever met her.
This could just be a convenient female werewolf. This could be the person you're looking for. You don't know. Glom.
Oh no!
Wait, come back, Bobby!
From the thing, from the token, I thought it was Jenny
Glom,
Green Teeth.
to be very clear, she is transformed back into her human form. This is a human woman now running away. You swapped to the club?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Roll your damage. Okay. They seem to just bounce off her. And since you're still a club out, she's gonna dash. Take your opportunity attack with your club. Yeah, that hits. Okay, no damage. Good turn.
When she dashes, I'm done.
Yeah. She dashed away.
Well.
No food.
They just start walking back to the town. Glom's sad, no food.
Remember that Bryseis can create food in the mansion.
Yeah, but she insists on creating vegan food.
Does she do that even for Glom?
Ray is AFK currently.
Okay.
She's up for the restroom.
Because I was under the impression that she created meat for at least Glom and Cloudy.
And
So if
she
you
probably
really
will.
need meat, you can just nick Cloudy's food. Though Sun might have words for you.
Words might look like daggers.
It looks
Limps
good.
back to town. Poop.
Yeah, I'm moving you back to just reset the
Thank
map, because this is also where I store who's on what horse. Right to the map of Craig.
Poor sad Glom.
Comes moping back through the gates.
Aha!
During the day, I'll have also been looking around.
You sound so
trying to
happy
find-
now.
Sorry?
You sound so happy.
I have some reading to do now. I am happy indeed.
Did I find anything investigating around the pool and trying and did anything occur trying to get this thing's blessing at all?
I mean, the blessing itself is destroyed by the lightning.
Hmm.
Make me a religion check, please.
All those intelligence checks.
Oh, what? Sorry, I cut out.
Religion.
Religion.
Come on!
Hey!
So that's a 14.
14, yep.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's a thing.
The best roll of the night. Okay. Yeah, it's. This won't say sanctified and holy place, but it seems like any power it had is pretty much gone, to be honest. Over the years and the lightning.
Fair enough. I'll probably spend the rest of my day going around town trying to dig up information about Kirill, the den, his pack. If it is any consolation, have I not really? I mean, it's a bit shoehorning, but there's the confined shelter from common folk thing because I'm a folk hero. So if that helps me mingle in just a little bit to get some information.
It's not that you can't mingle, it's that they don't have any information to give you apart from, they're part of the reason we don't ever leave Kresk.
Any sightings?
I mean, go out of the walls. Sometimes the wolves are werewolves.
Right.
So they eat you all the same.
Okay.
Cough.
I'm gonna wander up to the
Okay.
church.
Give me a second because I actually have a map of the abbey.
Ooh. That doesn't
Which-
bode well, but ooh.
I don't know. Okay, that's why. Yeah, there's dynamite lighting blocking the way. Awesome. Oh, is there? No, it's literally just the angle your tokens are at. Yeah, so it's dynamite lighting.
Yep.
Give me a second before you just walk in.
Yep.
Cause
I just want to go say hi. I mean, we decided we would
Yeah.
take the day.
the road from the village climbs above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the roof of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing grey smoke. Yeah. Still for now.
So I can
Glom
just...
walks over to Cloudy, gives him a light fist bump on the head, and says, "Next time."
Are you threatening to eat Cloudy?
If you don't know by now, you won't find out.
Because I'm there, I'll end up doing conversation, but sort out the Abbey stuff first.
So I can just push the door open, right?
As you do, two figures in the guard towers, and I have to give you their handouts just because fuck describing them.
Would Bryseis be still following Sunny?
I mean, if Bryseis would be up there.
Yeah, she would follow her.
Okay.
I mean,
Holy
She wouldn't let her
crap!
go alone.
Yeah.
Would I have noticed them with my passive perception before just pushing the gates open?
They were kind of sleeping when you arrived.
Okay.
Too many things open on my main screen. Get out. Go, character sheet. Shoo. Goodbye. They sort of... You hear some movement from inside the guard towers as you creak the gates open, and these two figures come out. The one at the north, Otto. Who are you? What do you want?
Hi. Sorry. Hi. I'm Sun. I was just having a look around. thought I'd say hi to the abbot. We met him last night.
Ah, you're the cat he has business with. Come on with us. You don't seem too hostile.
I'm not. Just looking around.
And Otto's gonna lead you over. Zesi, you up here as well?
No, I think
you
he
just
just wants
vision?
to see what's going on.
No, I was with you too, so I would have
Oh.
Yeah,
done
no,
it.
Zesi was with us.
True.
Zigfrek is gonna go a few steps behind as Otto leads you this way. Now dynamic lighting.
Ooh, I
June.
can see inside. I can see people inside.
Yeah, the windows.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Basilica's in there. God,
I am curious. I am going to have a look. Like, not leaving the path, but
Otto,
Yeah, Bryseis sees too. Kind of just
Otto's
doesn't.
gonna lead you through the gate.
yeah.
The dynamic lighting is currently blocking it. I moved the dynamic lighting.
Clearly not.
I
see
What?
more people.
Why is there dynamic lighting? I moved it.
I mean, I can move through it. I think you forgot to enforce movement, by the way.
It wasn't there. You should have been able to move through it. It
Because
just
I
hadn't
mean,
updated on the
I
view.
can go in there, is what I mean. And now
Okay,
I can't
get
go
out of
out.
there. Get out of there. A 15-foot high curtain wall joins the abbey's two wings. Behind the battlements, two guards stand at attention, their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, a pair of 10-foot tall wooden doors reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plank. And Otto leads you into the yard and says, "Stay here. I'll go get the abbot, and stay away from the well." Oh, and over there, as I've seen you pinging it, iron rings bolted to these wooden posts. You suspect it was once used to secure horses. Chained to the post now is another figure. Looks to be a woman. Seems to have leathery wings.
Neat.
Mongol folk.
Does she seem? You said, is she
She's
chained?
chained.
She's chained. Okay.
Yeah, and also it's going to head down this way and into the building down here.
Bryseis is going to go look at the well.
The theatre all
For
over
once,
again.
it's not me.
I did
I'm
move
gonna
myself
have
next
a
to the well
look.
too.
I'm gonna try and have a look at the woman with wings.
I'm going to start with Sun because fuck you guys.
Thanks.
As you approach her, the creature chained to the post flaps its leathery wings and takes to the air, but doesn't get far before its chains go taut. She fusses about madly, screaming nonsense.
It's dwarvish. I can hear it from the bottom of the hill.
Like, cocking my head to the side. Hello. I'm gonna try.
She's trying to get as far away from you as possible.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Bryseis screams out, "No more pets, son!"
Does she look frightened? Does she look?
Oh yeah. You don't even need to roll insight to see that she seems frightened.
I'm gonna sit down on the ground, like at a distance where she would not be able to reach me if she tried. But sit down, like, look a bit as non-threatening as I can. What are you?
Yeah, I forgot to do the description for the courtyard. The thick fog that fills this courtyard swells as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you, or so it seemed at first. It's clear now that these guards are merely scarecrows. Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the centre of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. So that's the one you're looking at.
Yeah.
Quite shattered by horrible screams coming from the sheds. And Zesi, what's your armor class?
11.
Jesus.
Cool. As you head over to the well and look inside, a figure. Where's the description?
Truth climbs out of the well to shame man.
A figure that seems to have 3 spider eyes on the right side of his face, while the left appears human, and a frog foot in place of his left hand, and a talon crow's foot where his right foot should be, climbs up the well and bites at you, and you take a grand total of 2 points of piercing damage. And then he shrinks back down inside the well.
Oh, look, Zesi, you made a friend.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Take another look.
Bryseis goes in and looks too. Can I have action ready if he attacks to do hold person on it?
If it is even a person.
Oh,
Yeah,
the humanoids are alright.
Humanoid.
Bryseis, what's your armor class?
13.
Cool. His dagger just hits you, and I'll give him his wisdom save in a moment. You take a grand total of 3 points of piercing damage. And I'll give him his wisdom save. Well, that fails. So you're actually casting whole person.
Yep.
Okay. He stabs you, freezes up. 15 seconds. Sploosh.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Guys, we're not here to make enemies.
What? I just wanted to see what it was.
It attacked us.
Exactly.
We were told to stay away from the well for a reason. And if I'm becoming the voice of reason, really, it should tell you something.
Yes, you were told to stay away from the well for a reason. And with the abbot stepping outside, I'm going to call our break here.
If Glom's sticking around, I'd like to conversation with Glom then.
Yep. So those of you who do need to go and get like a drink or something, which will include me, now is your chance.
Yep, I'll be right back.
Same.
Glom, I need ice, please.
Glom's sticking around for a little while.
After he gets my ice.
Screw ice.
I need ice. Go bring me ice.
God damn it. Glom, be right back.
Baby. Someone created a homebrew for the Dungeon Master. And of course, it basically looks like Matthew Mercer.
Oh.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How did the conversation between the bear and the orc go?
Hasn't gone yet. Deanie's gone to go grab some ice.
Fair.
My ice is all run out, and I have to keep ice on my hip. Jamie, tell your mom happy birthday for me. I sent her a message on Facebook.
Will do. If I see her before she goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I should have hellish rebuked the thing when it hit me.
That's how you get killed by the abbot.
It's probably got the stats of a commoner.
Not quite, but close.
Then I should have blighted it instead.
Jesus.
That's really how you get killed by the abbot.
What is?
Blighting the thing.
Nothing.
Random travel encounters. Why else would 1d4 male lions just be sitting in the middle of the road? There's a picture of a safari.
Okay, Glom back.
Welcome to the jungle.
But is it all fun and games? Oh, are we all
Yeah?
on the Abbot map?
Oh.
Because the entire screen's black except for the left side.
That's the vision of your token. You're
Do you
not
want
there.
Do you wanna move them so they can see what's going on?
No.
I didn't even realize we were up there.
I mean,
Okay.
you could just move Esmeralda. Everyone has vision from her.
True, but I might as well keep you all together. The conversation between Glom and the bear, then.
Mm. So after what was it that you said to Cloudy? Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Oh, hey, where have you been?
Went hunting, tried to get meat, didn't get meat. Oh
Find anything?
well. Wolf, then wolf person, then person. And she got away.
You need to be careful, Glom. You know, there's
But I need
werewolves
meat
around
for
here.
dog.
To go alone, no.
Nobody else needs meat for dog.
Well, what? So you don't look too wounded.
Yeah, only a big scratch. I'm fine.
Did it bite you?
I didn't notice.
But did it bite you?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claw. These look like teeth?
I will investigate the wound.
Make an investigation check.
Yay, more -1s. Hey, look at that too.
I mean,
Don't you have advantage for werewolf-related things?
Sure, I'll take that if I'm allowed it. 13 with advantage.
You're not used to looking at wounds. It's hard to tell whether that's a slash or a puncture. It looks more like a slash to you.
I'll check it just in case anyway. Does it look like any form of infection, disease, curse?
Make a medicine check with advantage.
10.
Looks like if there was anything carried by it, the half-orc constitution fought it off.
I'll sort of pat him on the arm quite heavily. You seem to be good at least, big fella.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. I was good. Just needed meat.
When you're bit by a werewolf, they can pass on their disease and turn you into one too. You've got to be careful about that.
So, do they have meat?
I mean, Everything that breathes has meat.
Ah, perfect. Okay, still needed meat. Good, good. I wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my time.
But I mean, to be careful next time, just try and avoid the teeth.
Okay, alright. Avoid teeth. Got it. What about legs? Like drumsticks. Are those good?
I mean, I haven't
I mean, honestly, she did have some pretty nice looking legs.
eaten werewolf before, so I wouldn't
Glom,
know.
make an insight check. Brammyr, make a deception check.
15.
Glom, make me an insight check.
I'm laughing too hard. I'm looking for insight.
Please, just once fail. Please, just once fail. I don't want to have this conversation. Yes!
Seems to be telling the truth. Hasn't eaten werewolf. Technically speaking, you ate rabbits.
Wait, so she turned back to normal?
Mm-hmm.
I bunny ears the normal. So she
Yep,
ran.
turned back normal, ran off. Oh well.
Might return to the pack. I guess she got a good look at you and saw what you were like.
I guess.
Oh, we should be careful if we go out of here. Might have riled up the wolves. They might start looking and hunting more. Wait. Was it just the one?
Yep, just the one. Also, make sure you keep giving reality suggestions.
What?
What?
What? I wasn't listening. What'd I say?
It's also to don't give the GM ideas.
I know they're pack animals. They wouldn't normally be on their own, even for something like hunting or foraging, right? They'd usually have at least a few.
Yeah.
Would it be an intelligence or a wisdom check? If I can put 2 and 2 together about
Wisdom
something.
with advantage.
14.
I mean, yeah, normally she'd have friends with her.
Could this be our little Omega's bitch?
Unlikely.
Omega, as in bottom of the pack.
Unlikely.
Huh.
You think Kirill wouldn't be keeping her close at hand?
So this
Make
one
sure
is-
she can't start a rebellion.
Or you think he would be keeping her close?
Yeah. There's no way that Kirill would let the Omega go roaming.
Okay. So it's just a very odd circumstance.
Or she had friends that kept hidden.
Right.
I went, fuck that. I don't want anything to do with that half-orc.
So, Grog, did you get a good look at her? In a form that you could maybe recognize rather than just as a wolf? Or hell, could you even recognize the wolf?
I could probably recognize the wolf.
Point her out if you spot her again.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard Grog
Did I say
too.
Grog? Sorry.
Yup.
Sorry. I meant Glom. I've got beer on the mind. It's been a while. I haven't had my weekly beer.
Oh.
Looks down at dog. Don't worry, dog. Remember, next time.
You know what? Because
Zesi has been feeding Cloudy meat.
since someone had a beer earlier, it's only fair I go on to. Be right back.
Okay. Then, since I think everyone's back, we'll switch back up to the group who are about to get a royal telling off from the abbot. Speaking of which,
I ain't
so
do nothing.
first you get me to bring your friends back to life, and then you come up to my abbey and you start attacking the people I have imprisoned here. Inside, now.
Didn't attack anyone.
Yeah, I just held them just to make sure they didn't attack us back again.
Mishka drowns. You're for it, tiefling. Inside.
Are the rest of us also here as well?
No.
Nope.
Bryseis lowers the bucket to make sure at least it can hold to it when it comes back.
I mean, hold person is concentration, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
Luke,
concentrating.
stop concentrating on it immediately.
And as you guys head inside, he
I'm on
turns to the
position.
Mongol folk who is your student and says, Otto, back to your post. And goes scampering off.
We really didn't mean to be trouble, we just thought we'd say hi? Everyone's... okay.
He's moved inside.
Seems like okay.
Let me carefully place him. There we go. Gentle sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. The cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire in the hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level. On another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in her own thoughts. The abbot himself, moving with the grace of a saint, swoops around the table and stands on the other side. You're the son, not of your son. Now, you said you wanted to come say hi. Welcome to the Abbey.
Thank you.
And, well, I'm sure you've seen the Belleviews. Well, you have seen the Belleviews. That's a nasty wound that Misha gave you, tiefling. Maybe next time that I'll teach you to listen to instructions when you're told to stay away from something.
Hey, you got some pretty strange little figures up here, and you say don't go near a well, and it's like telling a child not to go, I don't know, push a button.
Maybe if you've been taught discipline when you're a child, you'd understand that when people say don't go near something, that thing is generally dangerous.
No, but I was taught not to chain people up, at least not in that way.
Mishka likes it in the well.
And the other one likes being on a post where they can't fly?
Mazina doesn't trust any of the others. It's safer to keep her away from them without letting her just fly off.
So, who are these people? I mean, I've seen a lot of different people in my travels, but they seem really different.
They're called the Belleviews. They, long ago, came to me and asked to be transformed into their idea of perfection. Regrettably, I agreed. They're dangerous, especially with how insane they all are about it. That doesn't make letting them go the right idea. It's regrettable, but I have to keep them here for the safety of all. It is the Morning Lord's word.
That is understandable. Can I insight check that last bit?
Go for it.
Natural 20 on that, really? So that's total of 26, but you know.
Seems to believe what he's saying.
Yeah, but no hint of madness from that sentence.
The abbot shares his beliefs openly, claiming that his decisions are based on the Morning Lord's guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to believe what he's saying.
Well, at any rate, I suppose it's the right thing to do.
Better to keep them here where I can look after them and stop them hurting anyone else than let them roam free, not knowing who they might attack.
That does make sense, I suppose, but yeah, you in the business of changing people, just, I don't know, dude.
I regret it. I should never have agreed.
Every plastic surgeon ever.
Oh, and let me introduce dear Basilica here, who I intend to offer to the devil as his bride once you bring me that dress.
Offer.
Bryseis kind of coughs a little bit.
Son,
Does
can you
she-
make me a perception check?
Does she want you to do that?
Natural 16, so 22.
I'm gonna PM you something.
Alright.
Bryseis kind of looks her over really good, by the way.
The reason I gave Sun the perception check was tabaxi and cat eyesight. Slight bit, like, normally you have to be within 5 feet to notice what Sun noticed. But cats, you know.
I don't know. I don't
Good
care
idea.
what I notice. I'm asking what Bryseis is noticing from her, where she's at perspective.
She seems to be lost in her own thoughts. She's not even. She's quite pretty. Doesn't particularly seem to want to speak, just kind of looking to the abbot for guidance.
Bryseis
Where's
walks
this?
up closer.
Give me a moment. Miya?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you wish to sup with
Oh.
us before heading back down to Kres below? Young tiefling?
I mean, who am I to pass up a free meal?
So, Basilica, where do you come from?
She doesn't respond. The other says, she doesn't like talking.
She's
I'll give him an insight check.
Well, yeah. 16.
Nope. Oh, hey, did you say 16?
16 on insight, yes.
inside.
Insight.
I gave him an insight check.
Oh! Am I deceptioning?
Yes, please.
Oh, what is my deception? Am I deceptioning?
Was that a question or are
Oh.
you looking at it?
My deception is 12.
I see, Cat, you've noticed.
just kind of shrug with a cheeky smile. I mean, honestly, it seems like Strahd likes people who speak more than whatever she is.
Does she look humanoid, or does she look like the Tatiana at all?
Oh, she looks humanoid from this distance. I was... Huh. Well, that's going to be difficult. Still. If I can sate him with a bride, he might leave the people alone. Yes, I've got some stew on the fire that's nearly done. It will be given to the rest of the Bellevues eventually.
Bryseis sits and kind of looks over the girl some more.
Make a perception check.
Oh,
Quite a high DC.
I'm gonna roll one of my new dice. Yay! First new dice, and I got a natural 3.
You don't notice anything about her. Son, do you want to share what you noticed?
Sure. Kind of was wondering if the abbot was going to go get the soup he mentioned or something?
Oh, it's on the fire right behind him.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It is literally right there.
Yeah, well, if we're moving closer and kind of sitting at the table, I am going to point out to Miya Zesi. She's been stitched together. Is she even technically alive? I'm asking the abbot.
Oh. She's like a doll? Is she a doll?
Yes.
And then you
she
get
is.
into the question of, are constructs alive or are they simple creations? A debate that still rages back home.
Alright,
I think that anyway.
something that you would know. Does she have a soul?
She does not.
So you reanimated the dead thing?
It's not like the Kresians need the body parts.
Wait. Were they dead already, or did you
Oh.
just take them?
We haven't killed anybody, we've just acquired the bodies from their graves.
You know, I read a book about this once, and it did not end well.
The abbot takes the pot of stew off the fire and pours 4 bowls, one for himself, and then hands the pot to the silicon and says, "I'll take this to the Bellevues, you know what to do."
Can I, check that soup for anything bad, poisonous, disgusting, etc.?
Do you have detect?
I was just gonna investigate it as best I can.
Oh.
This is where Brammyr comes in.
I mean, you can roll an investigation. The
I mean,
Silicon's gonna
I
take
did
the pot
figure
and
out the
start
pies
looking.
were bad.
I mean, excuse me. I mean, the abbot himself is going to, he's sitting at the table with a bowl himself, and is tucking into it.
I'm still. You want me to do a perception or insight?
Investigation.
Investigation. That works too. Hold on. Let me read the new dice again. I'm choose a different one though. I got a 9. Plus investigate. Yeah,
Seems to be turnip and rabbit soup.
always rabbit?
Oh, it's got
The
rabbit
stew
in
pot
it.
in the fireplace contains several gallons of hot turnip and rabbit soup.
Oh no, there was an in-character comment. Always rabbit.
Easy to catch, easy to find outside the walls, not hard to bring back. Filling, it works.
Bryseis takes a piece of the turnip out and munches on it.
I thank you for your hospitality, and again, sorry for if we disturbed anything or anyone here.
Bryseis is studying that. Like, she was studying as she was walking out, trying to figure out how do you make a living doll.
Flesh golem.
Is it like bad to do this? Like, cause that's pretty cool to have your own doll.
Most places don't appreciate having graves opened and bodies taken.
I
But
mean,
flesh golems themselves aren't inherently evil. That's the creator's job. The debate on constructs in general is still raging back home.
see, the problem is there, Abbott. I'm just guessing here, and Sun would kind of know more about this because she's been with him more. But I think he tends to like them breathing so that he could get, blood from them.
And yet, he could be sated by a wife that does everything he commands, never tires, and is always there for him, no matter what he does or how he treats her. Surely that's a better fate than sacrificing some mortal from Barovia to his mercy.
If
I
only
mean-
Sage
And he
was there,
spits
Sage,
the word.
if only Sage was there, Sage could ask him herself.
I mean, Abbott, you got some pretty interesting theories on women here, and I'm not going to dive into your own sexual desires, but I
What
guess
is it
there
with
is,
you and insulting everyone's sexuality?
because that's her thing. But any case, she kind of just looks at him like, we are trying to be a little progressive, and women are not just kind of empty airhead figures. But yeah, I think he likes a challenge. But if you want to try her out there's more than one use to a doll.
I mean, I think he was talking about Strahd, not himself.
Can I do an insight check to see that?
To see what? Sorry, I was reading the Abbott story.
Oh yeah, I was gonna insight check to see if that's his own desires or Strahd's.
Make me an insight check. Cool.
I'm never rolling real dice again. Okay, this is a 3 and insight is 7.
Cool. Seems to believe what he's saying.
It's for Strahd. It's for Strahd.
It's for Strahd.
Well, I mean, give it a try. I guess if this thing doesn't have a soul, it's just reanimated parts. Go for it.
The Abbott's traits are hilarious. Okay.
But yeah,
The one cure for this land, the one cure for Strahd's malady of being stuck here, is the fact he's not united with his one love. Surely, if I can get him to love something emotionless, that's the best solution for everyone. I might finally free this cursed land.
I mean, your intentions are in the right place. Some intentions can pay hell, but okay. Well, I see at least like have to good look at her so I can make sure the dress is gonna fit her. I'm gonna have to take in the bust a lot, but I'm sure we could figure out something on that.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we'll get you a dress for her and see how this all works. But don't be surprised if he kind of just looks at her as just another servant, not really a wife. Although, again, is she warm?
I wouldn't know.
You've never touched her?
Beyond putting her together when she was just a pile of body parts.
She's right there, dude. God.
She's not in the room.
She's not in the room, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I mean...
I don't take advantage of things I do for others. I've been burned that way before.
I am going to ask, who am I lying to? How have you been burned? You don't have to answer. It's just curiosity.
Yeah, but sits back in his chair, listens. That is the story of how the Belleviews came to be. How I came to believe that the one cure for this land is freeing Strahd. If you have the time, I'm willing to tell it, otherwise...
I mean, we have some people who deeply need a day off to feel a bit better after the whole coming back to life thing, so I guess we have time.
Is there any wine, Mr. Abbott, sir? Is there? I know, churches usually tend to have some type of wine.
I mean, we did bring in a shipment of wine, didn't we?
Yeah, that's over the Burgomaster.
Yeah, who sells that?
No one sells it. The Burgomaster distributes it.
Ooh, fancy.
Bryseis is dealing with the food. Anyway, I'm still waiting for the latest tribute to come up from the Burgomaster. I had shipment yesterday, so I'm completely out.
Sad face. She kind of leans back and eats another turnip out of the soup.
I'm probably gonna
100...
give my turnips to Bryseis and take her rabbit. Go ahead.
Guys.
Go ahead.
A little over 100 years ago, I was sent from my home to honour the legacy of Saint Markovia. I reopened the abbey, began tending to the physically and mentally ill. I was working to bring light to this cursed land. Then, about 5 decades ago, the first Belleviews to come here asked me to help them. They were sickly lepers when they arrived. I rid them of their diseases, but I couldn't cure them of their human condition. I wanted to do everything I could to rid them of their imperfections, bring them back to a good, honourable standing. However, they didn't want to be ordinary. They wanted the eyes of a cat, wings to fly like a bat, strength of a mule, the guard of a snake. I took pity on them. I yielded to their desires. My original experiments proved fatal, but then a lord named Van Holtz visited the abbey. He told me they only wanted to help. Gave me some lore they picked up from some temple, jade temple,
Amber Temple?
That's it. That helped me give the Belleviews the transformation they wanted. They were happy, although I realized they were quite mad. Only then did Van Holtz reveal himself to be the devil. But an ancient curse upon this land means the vampire can never truly die. At least not in Barovia. He told me he wanted nothing more than to escape. And ever since I've worked towards curing his malady and getting him out of here so someone can finally slay that bastard.
Wait, you're saying that while in Barovia he cannot be slain?
Not truly. Not lastingly.
Not even with the whole how do we kill a vampire again? That's his player question.
Sunlight.
Not even with sunlight and like destroying his body if he tries to come back after being misted.
You've touched the other side, Cat. Who greeted you when you arrived?
The crazy voices.
You think they'd let him go?
The dark powers. They wouldn't like me calling them the crazy voices.
You think they'd let their favourite toy go so easy as something as little as death?
I mean, last I talked to them, they seemed to be bored of him and want him dead.
There was that wording, this is a DM, there was that wording was they want to see his arrogance taken down a notch. I was very careful.
So even if we do defeat him, we'll get out of here, but this
After a time,
keeps going.
He's been defeated before. Twice. Didn't matter. He just came back and murdered the ones who were stupid enough to stay behind.
Wow, that's depressing.
You can defeat him, certainly if you wish to leave this place you have to. Give the valley some hope, but the records don't say how long it was, but he won't be gone forever.
That's it, guys. Whole campaign is useless now. He's just gonna come back.
Well, it depends on our goal right now. Our escape is still a thing. That's still on the cards.
You can still defeat him.
Yeah, we just can't kill him. For good.
Hey Miya, Dracula in Buffy.
I know.
I've seen your films. You always come back.
That's depressing a bit. I mean, we still need to get out of this dreadful, cold place.
And that's why I've been working on freeing him from this land. What he told me, that's his way out. He needs someone to take his place or he's trapped here.
Someone to take his place.
So, like, if we find somebody less of an a-hole, that would work.
I mean, here was me thinking that he might want you or your brother to replace him. Apparently not.
No. He's called me useless several times, and I wouldn't want the job.
Do we get all the same powers?
Zesi, shut up.
This is why Silas needs to be here, goddammit.
You can slay him, destroy him, certainly. Won't matter unless we can free him.
Hey, Abbott, why don't you do it? You seem like a pretty decent guy. You could rule over all of this.
No. It's not my place. I was sent to bring hope to these people, not lord over them. As I inevitably would.
I mean, would you be worse than Strahd?
At first, I'm sure that I could do a much better job than he's ever done. I'd look after people, give them hope, visit the land, make things better. But over time, I'd grow bitter. I'd grow weary. And what would stop me eventually turning around and saying, I know better than all of you, and becoming no different than the devil? It's not my plan. In my desire to help, my desire for compassion, I've already made one mistake. It's obvious that even if somehow Strahd never came back, I'd just end up making more, and eventually I'd be just as bad, if not worse. That is the true curse of this land. Corrupts you. Makes you a shadow of yourself, brings all your compassion, and eventually turns it to darkness. All your victories turn to ash, even while you're still celebrating.
Well, I hope your plan works. And thank you for the soup.
You're welcome. If you get... once that dress is brought back, 3 more... well, thrice more I can offer to resurrect your dead. After that, you'll need to pay. Not much, but...
Well, that's good to know. Because, anybody... Yeah, because eventually I'm going to need a freaking dry cleaning service to get all the blood out of that bag.
It's a magical bag, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
You haven't looked inside it.
Well, that's her problem.
I, no offense, do hope we will not need your services in that regard.
I hope you won't either. Especially with how souls, those that still have them, fade in this place. How's sun setting?
She's sitting, probably with a hand on the bowl.
Other hand on the table, or?
Yeah?
Abbott reaches out and takes the hand that's on the table in his. Or goes to take it.
Sure, I'll let him.
Takes it, looks you in the eye and says,
Put in my cat! A joke, that's not a thing. Sorry, continue.
You're already feeling it, aren't you? Even if you're not conscious of it. You can feel your soul starting to drift away, realize that while he lives, you're never going to escape.
I suppose. Hey, one thing. Can you cure madness?
If I could, do you think I'd have the Belfiers locked up?
Fair point. Fair point.
So you're the carrier then?
I was more thinking of, you know how when we come back from death, sometimes we're not just quite not exactly like we were. Not complete madness, just a little tweaks of personality.
I have noticed, yes.
Can you do anything about that?
If I could, do you think I'd have the Belfiers locked up?
Had to ask. I just hope Sage is alright.
Pulls his hand away. Be careful. I'm not sure how much longer even the strongest of souls can hold on. I don't know how many times you've died, but I can see it behind your eyes. Be very careful.
try to. It's not my forte, but I'll try to. Alright. Shall we move on then? I turn to Bryseis and Zesi,
Yeah, sure.
looking slightly uncomfortable.
Have a safe journey back down the hill. Stay away from the well and nothing should harm you.
Okay.
Yes, we get it.
And I'll pull you back onto Crest proper.
Is there anything else people are wanting to do in the day? Or is that going to be things finalized, sleep time?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. Same.
Glom said he went to go take a sleep by the winged terror inside of the app.
He's not there.
I know, that's what I told him. He said that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I think we were just sparring, also known as me getting my ass handed to me.
Yep.
Because -4 on everything. He could like look up to me and I'd probably fall over at this point. Probably by Sage, wherever she is reading a book, so the others can just join us whenever. Probably seeing him have a nap, very content, and me battered and bruised.
If you're sparring, I'm joining in.
Of course you are.
Great, I get to have my ass handed to me by 2 people. It's just like
I mean,
taking my parents
she's
to dinner.
almost as weak as you are.
Almost.
Yeah. Either they come along when we're in the middle of it, or on the aftermath where I'm probably unconscious from losing.
I won't let you lose consciousness.
I think that turnip got infused with some of that rabbit. My stomach feels awful.
I tried to take all of your rabbit.
I know, but just sometimes the juices can mix. It is whatever. Oh, look how cute they're fighting.
Not sure that counts as actual fighting. Hopefully. Probably gonna walk faster though.
Yeah. The others come back down from the abbey about as the sparring is wrapping up.
I can just see it now. Glom goes for one final hit around with the backhand of the maul, and Brammyr tries to dodge out of the way and just smacks him on the back, puts him off balance. He sees Sun, he sees the others, he sees everyone coming down the stairs, he tries to keep his balance, gets that 2-step, 3-step, 4-step, still off balance, splat face plants the ground, straight in the mud. He doesn't
Right
get
at
back
Sun's
up.
feet.
He doesn't get back up.
Right at Sun's feet.
I'll pull him back up.
Bryseis is almost on the ground, pissing herself laughing.
Face full of mud is not your best look.
Wipe it off, wring it out my beard. No, it's not, and I'd rather not repeat it, but...
I'll pat him on the head.
I didn't realize you guys had made up to the Abbey.
Yep.
Yep.
Not sure it was the best idea ever, but...
Oh, no, it let me know just how crazy SOB he actually is, and it also let me see at least how small that thing was.
Thing?
Huh?
Yeah, basically the abbot wants to give
Where
Strahd
you're
a...
maxing out your mic again.
Abbott wants to give Strahd a sex doll, pretty much. So there you go. It just happens to be able to move by itself.
I look to Zesi in like, what?
Sun's standing right there.
But it's his sister that's...
That's right. He can
Sun
speak
is
Briny.
rubbing her
They call them like flesh something.
Flesh
flesh
golem.
golem.
I don't
Sun
know.
is just
Really.
rubbing her forehead.
I don't really know much about flesh golems aside from the fact that they're golems, right? And
Cloud-
flesh.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you know. Clue's kind of in the name.
Yeah.
Cloudy pads on over to you, Sun, and wraps himself around your legs.
Hi, baby. I just give him a belly rub. You've been a good dog, yes? Yes, you're a good wolf. Good wolf.
Licks your face as he's been enjoying it.
I mean, I've had 2 people now say that he's insane, corrupted by whatever madness has filled this land. Both by the Madam Eva and... I look up to the sky. Whoever the hell they actually are.
Yeah, well, he seems to think that making Strahd happy will free him from this place? Something like that. And he seems to think that a woman who doesn't talk back will make him happy.
I sort of look back to around the spot where I saw Irina be pulled into the lake. I look back and go, half that makes way too much sense for a madman. I just think he's going about it wrong.
Bryseis walks up and whacks Brammyr on the head with her staff.
I
You have you been back to the jewelers yet, Zesi? Hobbit?
Is it
I
the
don't
end of
think
the day yet?
By this point, it's getting towards the end of the day.
Then yes, I will head there.
Okay, so you're heading there while this conversation's going on.
Zesi, check on my watch.
Okay.
Thank you.
I meant the part about him being freed if he's happy. It oddly makes sense. Way too much for a madman. The other half, yes, that's insane.
I
No.
mean, from what you told me about what he thought about me, I don't think he likes people who don't talk back.
That just shows to me more and more he's not a true man.
I mean,
Real men like a challenge.
I mean, officially, he isn't a man, he's a vampire, but that's the technicality, and I'm going to limp over here. And I start making my way away.
I am getting Xander vibes from that.
Xander?
Xander. Buffy.
Oh.
We could go to Women Pound Off the Earth and I'll be over here.
I caught that.
Well, completely unintentional. I take a seat on the bench the sage was on. Might still be on now.
Yeah, back to my reading.
I might try and take a peek at the contents of the book. Blink. Rub my eyes. Look away.
Okay, I now need to check how the book works.
I think it's unreadable by anyone who isn't attuned to it.
I'm wasting all my above 10s on my dice.
Okay, no, it's only if an evil creature tries to read from the book. Yeah, you're okay, you just can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the text, but it doesn't make sense.
Yep. It's what I thought I remembered from it. So just like... How did you... I don't... Okay, whatever. So, anything interesting in there?
Yeah, lots. It's a very nice story.
Nice. It's a really nice story.
Care to share?
If it helps any be, I took a look around this place, and yeah, it's pretty much devoid of literally everything now. I guess that lightning bolt really shattered that shrine. Didn't get a thing, hoping for some kind of blessing. I'm actually getting that desperate that I'm turning towards anything.
Did you check the pond out and see if our resident, now apparently dead chick, is seriously gone?
I mean, I did get in, if that's what you're asking, but...
But you did or you didn't?
Brammyr Wolfsbane dives into looking for Strahd.
It was a joke. It was a joke. I didn't. I skipped a few stones across it. I took a look around. I dipped my fingers in. I think I even had a taste of it once. Fresh water, not salt water. Nothing. It's a pond. It's a lake. It's water. I'm getting a message now what it tastes like.
I was typing something into Google that's not important. I'm looking for stats of something, or at least the details of exactly what. No.
I'll be right back, guys. I actually want to go take a look at it myself.
I'm just trying to, and let me just quickly scroll down. The water tastes sweet and fresh.
Oh, I wasn't that inaccurate with it. Fresh water. Completely just off the top of my head. But by all means, take a look. You might be able to see something I didn't.
That's what I'm thinking. I'll go give it a try.
What do you try and possess?
Just gonna go investigate that fountain. Pond, whatever it is.
You know, sorry.
It's a pool. Yeah.
Bryseis looks in it and takes out one of the vials and puts some of the water in it if it lets it.
You know, it's funny. I have a cousin who's so scared of water, he won't even dip his toes in it. Which makes it a problem at Chult, because it rains quite often. He will just stay inside.
What are you investigating about the lake?
If she sees anything in it when she looks in it, she is going to take some of the water and put it in one of the wine bottles. She's also going to kind of sit by it, run her fingers through it slightly, and softly sing to it.
Make a perception check.
Damn it! I wish I got a perception check.
I mean, you're not going to find anything, but make me a perception check.
The water looks totally normal. The water seems to be telling the truth.
The water looks wet.
Perception.
That is a 20.
Okay. Water looks like at some point maybe it was blessed or had more power, but it seems like what happened the other night has destroyed the sheen that was initially on the water when you arrived.
Gotcha. Shame. Well, Tatiana, hope you found what you were looking for, hun. Bryseis.
Why didn't we shove Strahd into this pool and this campaign would have been done? Strahd, take a bath!
She's going to... She's actually going to take the... she's actually going to take one of the pieces of jewelry, which she knows cost a lot. She's actually going to... it's like her second least favorite. But she's going to say, you know, I hope you did find what you were looking for, kid. And I hope you got away from the scary dark powers that they always talk about. She's going to take one of them and throw it into the pond, kind of like an offering.
You do as such. Yep.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. She kind of gets up, brushes herself off. Too many deaths on this freaking city. And just kind of walks back to the party.
Zesi, you're getting back about this. Well, Zesi will hop on over to you.
Okay.
So you head on into Alana's store.
Mm-hmm. Whose store? Who's that?
Who dat?
She looks up at you from behind the counter and puts down a polishing glass. Looks like she was working on the stopwatch.
Pocket watch, wasn't it?
Pocket watch.
Pocket watch it.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
Well, if she's done the pocket watch she started without, I mean, she hasn't done any of my rings.
Well. You've returned. I was just doing some final touches to the pocket watch. I've managed to. Didn't take me long to do the engraving you wanted. The rings are done, and she brings out a small box that the 6 rings are in, and hands it over to you.
I take a look at each one. They will have my name inscribed.
Yes, they do.
I have a question.
How fancy is the
Is the inscription inside the rings or outside?
Outside.
Okay.
And this has asked me to pick up a pocket watch.
Yes, let me just box that up for you. I saw you together.
Can I take a look at the watch quickly?
Yep, she hands it over, and as she's digging around for a box, she hands it over to you. So that she hasn't been able to repair the clockwork, but she's managed to repair the casing and make it look good as new.
Is it like standard pocket watch? Click the top, it flips open sort of thing?
Yes.
What's the design of the casing?
Seems to be on one side a family crest that you don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
It's, to save you time, it's from pre-Strahd. On the other side, there's a simple design of the symbol of the Raven Queen.
At least they've gone with a good deity. When you click it open, what's on the underside of the lid? Normally they're blank.
On the underside of the lid, blank. Seems to have added a small place you could store just a small piece of parchment.
I would like to ask Jeweler, because I don't know her name, because I haven't asked. I will pay you 6 electrum and 6 copper right now if you quickly inscribe Zesi as the better sibling on the underside of this.
Even if it's really fucking crude.
Yep.
Will that get me beaten by your sister?
No, I'm paying you for the work, and it will come on me. I will stop her doing anything towards you. My word.
Very well then.
Right.
She takes out her tools, and you can see her. It's going to be a little hard to do the exact message you want. How does Zesi was here sound?
Though that sounds perfect.
She describes that. The exact way she does it was.
Oh god, I can remember. Oh wait, what's the year? What's the year?
Should have done it without the H.
Was year?
You're a dead man.
Once I see her inscribing the WZ, I tell her to put the next as ERE and add the date.
Wait, so you want her to add the date?
Yup.
Okay,
Just
give me
the-
a second. I
just
need
the
to
year,
check what the
just the
date
year.
is.
Just the year, that's all it needs to be.
Yup, just the year.
Because they don't use the Forgotten Realms calendar of years. I need to check exactly what year it is in Barovia, because they count by the moons. They will
Move number
fucking moon you if you have to.
9652.
And with, someone playing around with time sometimes.
As she's halfway through inscribing, Strahd just adds on a day.
Kura 735.
The shorthand for Kresk, year 735.
I've been disconnected from the server.
Damn it.
Yeah, the inscription now is Zesi was ear, KR 735.
That'll do.
KR being shorthand for Kresk,
Mhm.
year 735.
I pay her the 6 electrum, 6 copper.
She thanks you, Snazes.
I love the
Have a good
6
evening.
coppers. Just to get rid of them.
Yeah. I now only have 2,281.20 electrum.
You are loaded! Why is everyone loaded?
Because you guys keep
Everyone.
dying, and I ran out before I had to pay.
That's the reason why he was like, I need to get going, my oven's on. When I was like, thanks for paying for me, buddy. I really owe you a lot.
I'll wait for her to box it up, then leave.
Yep, she boxes up. It's a nice box, although it doesn't have the velvet that you'd expect in our world. And she thanks you and says, have a good evening.
Goodbye. And I'll make my way back to the rest.
Yep. Okay. As you arrive and the others are standing around, probably Brammyr still massaging his head from where B bopped him. You see your sister crouching next to the water.
Bryseis of Glom. I've been hit in the head too many times the last 2 hours.
Zesi. As you step over to where your party is, a watery figure actually rises out of the pool in front of you. Looks to be, while his body's made completely of water, looks to be a stately man in armor with a flapping cape. The characters you can make out the great strength of will, yet the forcefulness of his presence is tempered by his calm, sad eyes. His features are similar to those of Strahd, yet subtly different.
Hand on the handle of maul. Not pulled out yet, but ready to be pulled out.
Be at ease, Brammyr. My name is Sergei von Zaro.
Oh,
You're the
Wasn't his
bro.
Tatiana's ever.
Tatiana is safe with me. I wanted to offer you a thanks for everything you've done for us.
Oh,
Those rings that you've just received, may I see them?
Yeah.
Rings?
I pull out 6 rings and hand them over. I think he means these ones.
Well, it's more kind of you have to hold that. He puts a hand over them, watery hand over them, makes a gesture with his other hand, and you see a flash of golden light from the rings. Takes hand away. And for you, in particular, points a finger towards you, and fucking I've got to actually quickly type up the hand up because I wasn't expecting it to happen today.
Swear to God, if it's a spell scroll or fly.
It's a
All I
blessing
ever fucking get.
wait, to who?
Blessing of fly.
to Zesi.
Oh, Zesi? Use it.
Okay. Looking at the rings, just while I quickly type this up for you.
Mhm. No.
Ooh.
Oh, Yeah.
Shit, this communication can't be
Wait,
heard
so
by
these aren't
anything.
earrings?
No, these are rings.
Am I
They
allowed
should
to?
be
I
earrings.
have 10 fingers. I can wear that ring and the ring of Wolfspeak, right?
These rings do not require attunement, but yes. Yes, you can wear these rings in addition to other rings.
Thank you. This isn't Pathfinder where you're allowed one ring.
I think it's two,
one
actually.
ring
You
on
can
each
have
hand.
two.
Yeah, it's 2 rings in
But yeah.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, still limited.
You are fucking welcome, guys.
God damn, good job, man.
Wow.
Those
only not
rings. Those rings will allow you to communicate safely wherever you are, so long as you keep them on your fingers.
Damn it, I
You
can't
made such a
cast
kind
detect
gesture.
magic, but I can read celestial.
You made such a gesture for your traveling companions. We thought it'd be best to offer this directly to you.
Thank you very much.
That is really cool.
And for you, Zesi,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
that is per day, not per short rest.
Yeah.
What happens when there are no more days?
What's that, sorry?
What happens when there are no more days?
long rest.
Yeah, basically, mechanically, that will recharge at the end of your daily long rest, because you can only benefit from one long rest in a 24-hour period.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, those rings are not earrings. Because he went for the actual rings, I went, yeah, let's go actual ring.
Says you just become OP as fuck.
There's a reason that's a temporary blessing.
Yeah. So he now has 3 spells instead of 2.
Shimmering golden light surrounds the figure of Sergei in the pond and says, I don't have much more time. Good luck. And then the water that was holding his form together disperses and splashes back into the pool.
Make sure she gets that necklace.
Too late.
So she's technically safe. That's what he said.
I mean, we can think of it 2 ways. Hopefully, that's it. Done. Dusted. Her soul's with Sergei now. Tatiana's soul, that is, and it will never leave. Or whatever next generation that she keeps cropping up. She might leave this pond and be reincarnated
No,
in
but-
a new pond like Irina.
Madame Eva told me that her brother might help us when we go, but only if he knew for sure that Irina was safe.
Oh. Officially? I mean, I look back to water. It depends on your definition of safe.
Well,
Hey, you heard it from the
I
man. He
guess-
said safe.
I guess
Fuck you,
she's
Hobbit.
out of Strahd's
Oh my god, that would just be hell. You say it and it echoes 5 more times.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Hello, 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 hello.
Does he give her the pocket watch yet?
Nope. I'm too
So-
distracted with this conversation in my head.
So what's up with those rings, Zesi?
He's way too distracted.
We don't know
Wait,
yet.
what? What? What's going on?
Rings.
I was
What's
distracted
up
by
with
these
those?
cool things.
Oh, yeah, Zesi, you innately gain the understanding of what they do. So if I have to edit that to say you can only be under the effects of one of them at a time, I will.
That is fine.
Damn. I love rings, and I find the most pretty one because I know my sister's going to kill me if I don't throw that one at her. The next two prettiest go to the two girls, and then the other two go to Glom and Brammyr. These rings, I've been carrying them since the Death House. I got them inscribed today for if we ever got into trouble with Strahd. You're under any sort of influence. As you'll see, they have my nice name on them. Always wear the name on the outside. And if for whatever reason you're under distress, you're in trouble, stand the ring on the inside. We'll know that if you can't talk, we'll know you're in trouble. Also, Soga's been nice enough to bless them with the message spell. So, if you put them on, as long as we're in 500 feet of each other, we'll be able to talk without actually speaking.
Oh.
I put one on. Gotta think which finger I want to put it on now.
As soon as he puts it on, I scream over my head at him.
I take it off and throw it at him in reflex.
Yeah, actually.
And then I go over and pick it up and put it back on again and just scowl at him.
I see a size
I'm
looking
gonna-
at it.
Put one on the other end from the Ring of Wolfspeak. I'm gonna try to think at Brammyr and go, does this
Please be a
go
private message.
to everyone or can we make it private? And I look at Zesi. Do I have to insight check Zesi to see if he's heard or not?
What do you say,
Do it.
Zesi?
Do it, because I ain't saying nothing. And just blank face, as blank as I can get, but probably has a little smirk.
Wait, so
21.
What?
I'm trying to think at Brammyr if trying to message only you, but looking to see if Zesi's hearing it.
Zesi is definitely
Wrong
hearing.
way.
Actually, no, you can control who the message goes to.
Oh, so
Can you?
Really?
To any. Oh, that should say any and or all.
So I look at Zesi, and he doesn't seem to have heard. And then I'll message back to Brammyr. Looks like it.
Oh shit! I was just giving
Giving
those
you
two
guys
away to
this.
flirts.
Yep. That's literally what's going to happen.
I'm literally looking around like aimlessly, like this is so weird. I haven't said anything back. I'm just still looking around, and I'm also like debating on which finger to wear them on. I'm a dwarf, okay, guys. This means a thing.
Oh,
This
you
means
haven't
things.
put it on yet?
No,
Then
no, I have.
I would wait for him to have it on to do the experiment.
No, I had it on one finger and was like examining it when that happened, and then I'm like still looking around a bit aimlessly as I'm then take it off and like put it on another finger and wonder.
Okay. This is cool.
Can Bryseis put hers on upside down so she can't see Zesi's name?
I mean, yeah, sure, but he told you how he was aiming to have the rings used.
You just have to put your mark on everything.
Yep, and I hand you the pocket watch and walk away.
Oh, well, thanks for getting the watch for me, at least.
You're welcome. I speed up slightly.
I mean,
Bryseis,
you have to.
sit still.
I mean, you
If
need
I
to
had
man-
popcorn, I would eat it.
But
Percy
you don't
sits
know
on the
what's
bench.
happening.
Opens the box. Oh, look
I send
how
messages to
cute.
everybody except B that says, help me. Help me.
I look over to where he's running away and sort of squint a bit, like what?
I made mistakes and I dash.
She opens up the watch as soon as he starts dashing, looks at the inscription, and immediately gets on her broom and starts chasing after him. And as soon as she's in reach,
I'm gonna sprint
fireball.
I'm gonna sprint just so that I can stay up to see what's gonna happen, but at a safe enough distance.
Are you actually throwing a fireball, Ray?
Yep.
Oh my god. Hey, at least it's resistant to fire.
At your brother in a town full of commoners.
Yep.
Rolls, why do you forsake me?
Oh!
Oh! No, you don't.
She's still in pursuit.
Oh, God. I turned to Sage and Sun with Sun still being... Wait, did Sun
No,
dash off, right?
Sun dashed off to watch
I turn to
this.
Sage and Glom and go, should we...
Nah.
He goes for call lightning.
They're fine.
Through the ring, I'm not intervening,
Yep.
I'm just watching.
I curl up on the bench and just nurse my own head.
Zesi, are you counterspelling that as well? Yes, you are.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while this is happening.
At this point, because of the broom speed, Bryseis had caught up with him.
Oh, crap.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead. I didn't mean for those to miss, and I know your counterspell was on this. I don't have that. Well, I've never owned a pocket watch before. I've always wanted one. So you better correct this, or I'll rip your horns off and shove them up somewhere.
I just burst out laughing. No.
Do either of you have prestidigitation?
Nope.
Nope.
Neither that
I
nor mending.
Zesi does. Zesi could fix it.
I think you mean says he could fix it, not can fix it.
That's what he said.
It. I know you can.
Okay,
Fix it.
okay. I prestidigitation.
What do you do with the prestidigitation?
I make it completely blank until she closes it, and then it reappears.
Of course, she doesn't see that, so she closes it. Thank you.
And then it's back.
I mean, prestidigitation makes it it can't actually fix it, just change it for an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she would know that because she doesn't have prestidigitation.
Nope.
Yes.
God, you always miss everything. Oh, but you know what? Just thank you for the ring. That's all you're getting. But don't screw with my stuff. You don't remember what happened last time when we were at home and you messed with one of my dolls? I'm surprised you can even sit down on that butt cheek.
So,
do I even want to know?
Says he wonders if he can mage hand a doll the bag of holding.
note to self: give Bryseis no more dolls.
Yeah.
That reaction just yeah. So is Bryseis mentioning?
Yep, Zesi is mentioning, and Zesi is not gonna be happy.
Oh dear.
Says he still hasn't been to his own room yet.
Oh, it's not gonna be in your room, darling.
So, Bryseis, you go back to the rest of your group at the pool and mention the fuck up.
Hey, Bryce, is there a bathroom of sorts anywhere? Bathhouse kind of thing?
Oh yeah.
Is that because you've been receiving messages from...
There are actually there's a wolf cleaning facilities. She made specific cleaning facilities for everyone, I think.
Yes, there is a dwarf size, and I did accommodate your height for you. You're welcome. And
Right.
yours just happens to have extra holes for drainage of hair because between your beard and Sun's hair, I don't need any messes.
Why would Sun be there?
She just kind of gives you like a really look.
I
Really?
give a genuinely like why look.
You're cute. Anyway, yeah, the only difference in the mansion is that there are pictures everywhere of Zesi as a like when he first came, like I imagine he would have been like a teenager kind of thing. And she like tries to remember and put up the most embarrassing image in her head of him all over the mansion.
Oh dear.
There is only one nudity shot, and it's of him, and his butt is exposed because she accidentally walked in on him taking a shower one time.
As soon as I walk in, go, yep, these are fake. Nice try. Just keep on walking.
They don't know that.
They do now. I just told them. I think they all know you well enough.
I'm going to go bathe. Actually, B, if you've got extra drainage holes, I'm gonna see what it's like to bathe as a bear. I just stroll off.
Don't shit in my bathroom, bear.
I transform into Brammyr just before turning the corner away from them.
God. Animals in this house. I'm gonna have to get my servants to do that.
Some of them are made up.
So, as promised, because I promised Glom, I will have a mixed buffet tonight of meat and, of course, delectable vegetables. Yes. Glom takes a steak and drops one to the dog.
Isn't Sun
Glom says
sort of
he's even.
feeling cloudy?
Nope, that was something that Glom gave to him and said we're even.
What? Now I'm really confused. And this is why you tell the DM.
I don't know. That's what he just told me to say.
Okay then.
Oh, he said check his adventure notes.
I think there
So-
might be something about cloudy in there.
Yeah, there is. I saw it the other time. But
Oh
in
yeah,
any
because the
case,
dog helped them dig.
yep.
Right. That's what it. That's what this whole thing was about.
He just wanted to get even with the dog. That's cute. Yeah, after just under 10 minutes, I'll have finished my bathing. Gone, that was different. Dried myself off, still in Brammyr because 10 minutes haven't been up yet. Get on lower leggings, still be a little damp on the fur, and then head to breakfast, where I
Dinner.
Tea.
where I effectively have timed it so well that by the time that I sit down, I revert back to Brammyr with only things on of the waist down and still damp.
The servants come and serve you your favorite ale or mead, whichever one you prefer. And Bryseis kind of comes in and is like, is it a naked dinner party? I didn't call for one, but hey, let's do this. She strips her top off.
And no longer valid. Nope, I was typing that before she said that.
I mean,
By the way-
usually you have to play poker in order to strip, but hey, if you want to start with a handicap, I'll join in with you.
By the way, pretty much all of his scars are on show for once.
That's hot.
For those that saw the last one, I think it was.
I think
I
I'm
can't
the only
remember
one
who.
who knows about your scars.
So Sage has seen the bruise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got a list. Puncture marks, large puncture marks on his left flank, like underneath the ribs. There's some talon scars on his upper right back over the shoulder blade. He has his right forearm has a bunch of claw scars down them. His entire left pectoral muscle is bruised from where you all remember him getting punched by that golem. And just underneath that is 5 pierced scars of like a hand puncturing through 4 fingertips and a thumb tip where his heart is. As he's just digging into all the food and drinking to his heart's, his little dwarf's heart's content.
The servants also appear to not be wearing anything but the Speedos, including the girl-looking ones.
Bryseis is trying really hard for topless dinner.
It's
Brammyr started it.
He
It's
just got
taking me
out of
10
the
minutes.
bath.
That's her midriff. You didn't say anything about her boobs.
Kind of what I meant.
You've now probably got reasonably demonic-looking clouds covering that part of your bee.
Well, it's totally anime style.
Close enough.
Sick fuckers for now.
Anybody else come down for the party? Oh, she could use her ring. Guys, everyone come down. We're having a party.
I'm already at the table.
Yeah, me too, but
Pretty sure
it's gonna
everyone's
take...
already at the table.
It's taking 10 minutes to remove my armor, so no.
Point.
But I'm gonna eat a lot of meat and fries and everything. And beer lots of...
I can just imagine, like, he makes the blur that you see on TV.
No,
Zesi
the
on
little
something about,
squares,
nope,
the little
nope,
squares,
nope,
you know.
nope. It's pixelated.
Pixelated, yep. Oh my god, if I could draw, that's what I would draw. I would draw Glom with a pixelation over his front.
There is always Rosie.
I was just literally going to say, well, that next commission is.
There you go.
Although I think that might have to get posted on her NSFW account.
Probably, even though.
Come on, please.
Mid Stein drink, Pyamol comes out as he's running around just about 90 degrees around the table to my left, and I just stick it out just to trip him up so he stops running around naked. But I don't, I just continue drinking whilst the mall is out in a trip stance.
Bryseis is just like watching and drinking, and she's like, usually I'm the entertainment. This is fantastic.
I mumble, as I like put the stein down, I mumble to myself, "We're even, buddy. We're even now." As I just give a smile to Glom.
I hate you guys.
No, you love us, really.
I do.
And I turn to Sun and go, "I am terribly sorry for what I have caused."
I'm not. This is awesome.
And here with me thinking Sun would be powering at the whole situation.
And I want to turn to Zesi and go, "Oh, I want to mime the words thank you to Zesi."
Zesi, stop being a prude. I'm sure Sage or even Sun or anybody would love to look onto you. I would be disgusted, but I'm willing to take the hit.
And with that, Sun is just like laughing so hard. You've lost Sun.
Can we just do a commission on this whole scene? Brammyr with Zesi nose, this Bryseis with cloudy boobs, and Glom with pixelated junk.
with pixelated junk based.
Massive pixels.
Someone say pixies?
Pixels. I think that was out of character.
Yeah,
Sun's interested in pixies.
I want to see the scene because it can technically be safe for work because of the amount of censoring by Zesi. And Zesi's just got sweat marks as he's scrambling for everything to be covered up.
Hey, I believe he can only have 3 effects at a time, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, wait, what? Sun's not. Well, Sun
No.
or no, Sun can't get. Can Sun get? Yes, Sun can. Okay.
Yeah, 3 of them non-instantaneous.
And he's got 3 up right now. They're nipples, man. I don't have my junk out. I made sure to be at least semi-decent.
Other people here I don't know how far you were going to take it.
Pass the cheese, would you, Brammyr?
I pass the cheese. I'm waiting for Zesi to make one of the smaller Zesi's wink.
Bryseis is just drinking and happy and so merry, and she's getting a little tipsy. And I need to go BRB real second.
Brammyr is drinking a lot.
Same for Sage.
Sun is keeping an eye on Sage. Can I make an insight check on that drinking of hers?
Go for it.
My insight is +6, right? 19.
Who are you doing that against?
Sage. Because she's
Sage.
drinking a lot.
Deception?
Yes, please.
Wait,
So why are you drinking?
Because we're having fun.
yeah, I mean, I'm drinking.
I'm
literally
always
just as much
drinking.
No deeper, madder reasons for the drinking.
I'm gonna
No.
push forward one here and say that I'm drinking the same amount that she is. Even if it was madness, it would be hidden by my drinking. Oh my god.
I mean,
This is the most beautiful form of
there's a
prestidigitation
part
I've
of me
ever
that wants to argue that Glom would be 1, and then 1 for each of Bryseis, so you wouldn't be able to cover Brammyr.
Oh no, she's just got one big clap covering like her whole section, her whole torso basically.
Can prestidigitation actually do that?
It's for fluff, man. Let it happen. Let it happen.
I'm just checking what the
DMs
actual.
always spoil.
I mean,
Sure,
it's
I read it
fluff.
somewhere.
It's
Updates
not
up
the
to 1
moment you...
cubic foot. Yeah, true.
I mean, it could be a thing of making a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand. I guess a hand. Some people have big hands.
You create an instant harmless sensory effect.
Yeah, I'd argue that
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter, but technically speaking, it should only be 1 foot.
DM's always to spoil.
I'm allowing it. I'm just.
But you had to question it still.
Yep, that's my job. If someone commissions, I'm so getting it framed for you fucks.
So, has anyone watched the
And
tabletop
you know how to
series,
boop
right?
her.
Yeah, I don't think she has commission space right now, but if she does like
True.
instant doodles or instant chibi commissions or stuff, I'll boop her.
I do it for a friend.
Small quick digression. Anyone watch the tabletop series by Will Wheaton? And have they seen that The Last Supper, but instead it's a tabletop version where instead of Jesus it's Will Wheaton, and it's a bunch of others. If they've seen that picture, that's how I'm imagining this mural of this scene being framed up in Ballor's house.
Wonderful.
You guys are insane.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm back. All right.
And
welcome
so
back.
the meal continues with the effects still going on.
Flop, flop.
After a few minutes, I'll end up like giving like not quite a kick, but a bit more of a nudge with my foot onto like wherever I can, not wherever I can reach. That's going to be taken the worst way. On like his calf or something, just to wake him up, so he's not going to miss food. Marco?
Toto.
Yeah. Just everyone went quiet.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to settle back in. Walking is a task.
It's fine. I was just saying, wake Glom up.
I'm
Well,
just,
we have been woken.
just gonna keep eating and laughing.
Oh, food. Nom, nom, nom.
Say, Glom Hunt, why do you sleep so much? It's like not good. You could sleep when you're dead, right, guys? And she looks over the people that have already died.
Be right back.
I end up spitting out my drink.
I wipe off my face. Maybe you should watch where you do that.
Sorry, buddy. I wasn't prepared for that. As I just like look over at B.
She gives him a wink with her
If-
cloudy boobs still.
If I might say, you don't actually do that much sleeping when you're dead. In fact, you don't sleep at all. It's quite agonizing.
Well, that sucks. Kind of, I guess.
It does. It's boring.
I mean, naturally, I've only been to one,
Yeah, but you can
Afterlife.
spy on people, can't you?
kind of.
I mean, you can see them in all manners, can't you?
Not quite.
No, not that well.
Did you go spy on Sun while you were out? Don't lie.
Spying on Sun, no, I watched you all, yes. I can't see any of you, or we can't see any of you when you're in here.
So basically, what you're saying is this team ghost is completely unnecessary. Like you've seen this all before, right? You know, Zesi, relax. We got this.
No. We see what your soul looks like. That's not I haven't seen a naked soul yet. Kind of glad.
So wait, you're saying our souls have clothes? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Your souls have clothes.
That is
That is now
officially
canon.
boring. Ugh. See, more reason why to be naked now. And she stretches.
Umbra, fuck you.
What?
I just saw that message from 842.
What message?
He sent me an image that says, I'm not saying it, but when I cast levitate, you're so. No.
I didn't send it to you specifically to aim at you. I said it because I found it hilarious.
Fuck you. Sorry.
Okay. I sent him that.
Oh yeah.
It got me in tears.
I mean, send that to Bryseis.
Okay, sorry.
I mean,
Hey now.
I was wondering how I would take you to notice.
I just switch back over to Discord. Okay. She's curvy and amazing. Fit.
As we can all see.
That's right. She's got no scars or anything on her, just FYI. I don't think
Yeah.
she would have in her time in Barovia. No.
Yet. Dying Scarsy, friend. Dying Scarsy.
That's why Bryseis stays away from the death.
I like how that was my own headcanon that I applied to my own character, and now that's actually canon for others.
Was that a Miya yawn or a Sun yawn?
That was a sun yawn.
Hobbit.
Has my room been changed back to normal?
Yeah, there's no coffin in it anymore. There is a little sign in there just as you enter that just says welcome back, and there
And a new poster.
Yes, there is a new poster of that one that was sent earlier of the very hot looking tabaxi with the boobs and everything.
That's not a tabaxi, though.
Close enough.
Just a very anthropomorphic bear.
Yeah, you can take it as a bear or as
Dripping honey.
dripping honey. That's right.
You
Right.
can't see me, but I'm shaking my head.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna take a mug of ale to my room and read a bit more. Thank you for the meal, Bryseis.
Not a problem. I know. My food choices are not the same as y'all's, but I could still be nice and let you guys have fun too.
It's very much appreciated.
Sage,
Yeah,
honey, next time, live it up. You know how life can be short.
10 minutes though. You'll have to help me if you want me naked.
Is that an invitation?
I was like, that's Bryseis kind of gives her like a smirk. I'll remember that.
I know it's 10 minutes to dawn. Let me check if it's 10 minutes to doff.
I think so.
I think, yeah.
Are you wearing medium armor or heavy armor?
I'm not sure.
What are you wearing?
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Wow, let's make that creepier. What are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Chainmail is medium, right?
Medium, yep.
5 minutes to dawn,
Oh,
1 minute
that's
to
fine.
doff.
Oh, nice. Could have done.
Chainmail's heavy armor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I thought so.
Is chainmail heavy?
Chainmail's heavy.
Yeah.
5 minutes to doff, 10 minutes to dawn.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I'm swiping the flagon from her hands as she leaves.
With my mug.
Yeah, that's your mug. I'm swiping away, like, from your hands. As you
Oh,
leave.
no! Why?
I will do a contested roll if this is a thing.
Yes, it is!
Okay.
Children, please.
It's probably athletics versus athletics, to be honest.
Damn it, I'm not Brammyr. 9.
What do you do athletics to?
Yes, please.
Ah,
Damn
yeah.
it.
Sage effortlessly just wrests it out of your weakened grasp, Brammyr.
No, my booze.
If I was
Good
Brammyr-
try.
if I
Good
was
night.
Brammyr, that would have been a draw.
Wait, whose watch is that just got posted? Wait. Is that Hobbit? That's yours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I sort of scowl at her as she leaves.
Actually, I'll pour my ale over Brammyr and leave with my mug.
I just bathed.
You deserve that, though.
She shouldn't be
I'll
going
leave.
to. She shouldn't be drinking on her own. She should be staying with us and continuing to drink.
Well, I guess Brammyr's son's just going to have to help you clean off again.
I continue drinking.
That's a DM comment.
I'm going to try and ruffle your hair, and just before I do, I think better of it.
What, you went to ruffle his hair?
Yeah, and then just before I touch it, I'm like, yeah, no. Because it's covered in ale.
I suppose I'll go have another bath.
Means I can
Glom
finish
walks
this
over and picks
then.
up the dwarf. I will help you!
I'm gonna grab Brammyr's drink.
I was going to reach for it as Glom picked me up and go, I guess this is happening then.
Wait, so naked Glom is carrying half-naked dwarf through the halls now?
Yep, flopping away.
I want my drink in my hand still.
Oh, why your camera's not a thing?
Scar the DM's brain. That is my mission.
I'm already playing Strahd von Zarovich. I can scar myself, thank you.
I'm gonna follow it and watch the show drinking Brammyr's drink.
No. I said I took it. I said I took it.
No, I went for
your
it.
son grabbed it.
I grabbed it
I
before.
said I took it.
You can't retcon that. You said you were going to grab it, and then Glom grabbed you.
No,
Well,
I said
like,
I
this
said I
is-
wanted to have it as he was coming around the table. So then when he did pick me up, it was in my hand. Was what I
Yeah,
said.
but before you said that, I said I stole it, yours.
Just because you
Yep.
beat me to the line, I had it in my head that I was going to take the drink with me as Glom's carried me away.
I thought of it first.
You were too busy trying to steal Sage's, didn't notice her taking yours.
I'm trying to fuel an alcoholism habit here, and you're bringing me away from it.
Yep.
Can't hear you above the flopping.
And I'm following you and watching you while drinking your beer.
Yep. Leaving just
If
Bryseis and
Bryseis could
Zesi.
take pictures, she would.
Minor
Leaving
illusion is
just
a thing.
Bryseis and
things.
Zesi.
That is true. Zesi.
Yes.
You're okay for a brother.
Thanks. Go a bit defensive.
No, you're still an a-hole. But you're my a-hole. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay, just check the phrasing.
There is now a new
What?
section in Glom's room.
What?
It's a little area in Glom's room. It just says, my favorite moments. And the first big poster on the wall is a picture of Glom washing your hair as you are very angry. I killed Bryce.
And that son is laughing in the background.
Son is what?
Laughing in the background. While Glom
Yeah, there you go.
washes Brammyr's hair.
We need like a picture album.
With his mug in her hand.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
What is this session?
I can just picture it like being, you know, those like, it's like 4
My
or
prep
5
was unnecessary, is what it is.
You know,
Sounds
those
like
pictures-
my session from 2 days ago.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like those
God
pictures.
damn
It's
it,
like
Otto.
4 or 5, like pictures of like every 5 seconds to like tell a story. I can see first frame is just Brammyr like wet dog kind of look as being like having his hair washed. Second picture, you see his eyes flicker over at Sun laughing with his flagon in her hand. Third frame, he's like transformed into a bear shoving Glom off. Fourth one, he's slipping out of the bath, chasing after his own flagon.
Glom running after him with the soap. Wait!
I can just
And it's
imagine
gotta
a Looney Tunes chaser. Somehow it ends up with Sun chasing both of them.
It's gotta have a comic book sound effect. Flop, 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 flop.
Benny
I
Hill
mean,
tunes going on.
Good luck chasing
and then-
after Sun, though.
And then just eventually, Sun and Brammyr run out of one room. Glom follows them, falls onto his own bed, and they're gone. Just because fuck you.
Oh.
Just because Looney Tunes and how fucking crazy it gets. And then Glom realizes that's Bryseis' bed.
It like does a few like cutaways to like.
Wait. They're all running into Bryce's room, and she's like, I didn't order strippers for my birthday.
And then it's just calm.
I mean, okay.
It's like during the chase, they've got cutaways as all three of them just as a silhouette. Like you can clearly tell the tabaxi, the dwarf, and the orc silhouettes as they're running along in the middle of the night, like past Vallaki, past the winery, past the Ravenloft.
And then the shadows come alive and start attacking Suns.
Hey.
That's the other thing. The suns come alive one way, and we're like, nope, and we run the other way.
It would be your shadow that comes alive.
Yeah, and then we start running away from them, Scooby-Doo style.
Hey, Sun, can you make me a charisma saving throw, please?
Why?
Because infected shadow, you can choose to fail.
You're getting STDs.
You
Well,
can choose
that's
to
a
fail if you want an
naturally-
infected shadow.
That's a natural 18.
Yeah, no, your shadow manages to fend Brammyrs off.
No, legit, this is an STD, a shadow-transmitted disease.
Mm.
Damn it, me, you're no fun. I like the infected shadows. Oh, as a note, during the dinner, not that anyone was really paying attention to it, Sage's shadow was just miming, drinking more and more and more. I am not putting that on Twitter. Anyway, I am aware of the time and the fact that two people have to work in the morning, so this is where we're going to call it with everyone heading to bed-ish, and we'll pick up the following morning. So, this session was insane, and I fucking hate you guys, so I love you. I will see you next Sunday for more Curse of Strahd.
Do we get our full long rest?
You're in the mansion, of course you fucking do.
Alright, I can reset all my shit. Half of 7 in terms of half hit die back. 3 or 4?
4 rounds up. And I'm going to kill off the stream.
By stream, by recording.
It's Sunday, yeah.